Sorry.
I got fired. Carol, got fired from my job at the bank today. An old lady came in and asked me to check her balance. So I pushed her over.
You horrible cunt. Horrible cunt. I got one. What do all the girls say to guys with big dicks?
Hey.
Oh, you fucked it up. You meant to say I don't know, and then I was going to say, yeah, of course you wouldn't. Fuck you, Marlon. Hit the button, let's go!
Good evening, Internet.
Welcome back to another episode of In the Doghouse, the podcast that is as pointless as haggling with a prostitute when you're only going to kill him anyway.
Fuck!
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. So lick on the nugs and suck the dick.
That's hard tonight, mate. That is.
Let's go, Marlon.
Ring the fucking bell.
Housekeeping.
Buy merch now. Or don't. I don't care.
No, do buy merch. We've got some amazing shit, and it really helps out the podcast when you buy stuff. Because,
okay, buy shit.
Yeah, please buy some stuff because it's good. It's good quality. We spent a lot of time on it.
A lot of time.
And it really helps out us and makes us be able to do cool things like fly people over from Belfast.
And shit.
You've got it.
And if you buy merch, you can get that at www.inthedoghousepodcast.uk.
Yeah, link in the episode description, link in the bio, all that good shit. You know where it's to. So yeah, if you're a Patreon, which are the absolute legends that continue to support this
heroes
podcast,
that keep this going,
you can join the Patreon from £1.25 a month, discount off the merch, different levels up to £6 a month. You can join the Discord, which is absolutely fucking popping at all times.
It's hideous. I can't keep up.
It's just horrendous. The most absolute scumbaggery that happens in there. Yeah, so you can join the Discord, which is championic.
That's it. The Patreon, £1.25 a month.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
Nothing.
Do you enjoy this? If the answer is yes, join the Patreon, you scumbag. You can join the Discord because then it's like podcast all week because it's just like all the absolute nonsense that we talk about for a week. So there you go. It's beautiful.
That's it. And if you're a top tier scumbag, you get 10% off all merch.
Madness. Absolute madness. And lastly, a massive shout out to this sponsor of this podcast. The Auto Mover. Holy shit, the Auto Mover. Yeah, sorry, last episode we kind of just made up a discount code for them, and they've got in contact with us and said, yes, you are right, it is in the Doghouse podcast. ITTH is the discount code for 10% off. So what does the Auto Mover do, Marlon?
So we buy shit cars, basically.
Yeah.
I will never drive an Escort for a 3-hour trip again. So the best thing to do, give the Auto Mover a shout. He will move a car fully insured, fully prepped, ready to rock. He will move that car wherever the fuck you want it delivered.
This is it. I am going to be in America when my new car gets delivered. What am I going to do? Leave it in the hands of those fucking idiots at the dealership?
No, I'm going to go and pick it up. I spoke to your dad about it.
No, you're fucking not, you cunt. No, just get on the Auto Mover, mate. What's the point? Just get another man to sort it out.
Yeah. Don't give yourself that stress.
Take the hassle out of the situation of buying a car.
Especially you like buying Land Rovers, so like the majority of the time, they're not going to make the journey.
Do you really want to be broken down on the side of the M5?
Exactly that.
With the hazard lights on, looking like a cunt. When the missus is texting you, where are you? You're like, oh, sorry, broken down the side of the M5 because I've bought that car that you definitely told me not to buy. Just get it home. Once it's home, the problems are yours. The problems are yours then, and you can fix it at your own leisure, not paying fucking 800 quid to get recovered from fucking Inverness or whatever bollocks you ended up buying the shit from.
Give the Auto Mover a message. He will sort you out.
So there you go. Massive shout out to
and use the discount code.
ITDH in the vehicle description for 10% off for you scumbags that listen to the podcast. Right, Marlon, who the fuck are we joined by?
Jesus Christ, boys. So tonight we have the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, CONALL.
You got my name close there. CONALL Doyle. What's up? Yeah, that's it. Irish English translation. Thank you very much for having me. I am in the absolute pad.
You're in the doghouse, mate.
It's an absolute whopper setup. The boys have set me up here with Bailey's, the works, They even offered to have hookers come around. I said, look, lads, don't need any of that, but a wee Billy's will do the job.
We know a few people. We can always get it sorted. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. So, thank you very much for having me.
No, thanks for coming
down, mate.
I know it's been a fucking travel from the motherland for you.
Started walking on last year, December 2nd.
Use the power of the Lord to walk across the channel.
Didn't even wear shoes. Didn't even wear shoes. I was meant to drive a Land Rover Defender, but it broke down.
Yeah.
30 seconds
Mate,
in. Did you have a brand deal for that? Boys, if anyone has a contact, take it from here. Go. You're up.
So, yeah, if you break down, just ring the auto mover.
Don't have to walk to England. But yeah, no, cheeky wee flight over today. Half day off work. Bombed over here to meet the boys. And here we are. I'm already out in Mar over here. Just talking about wanting to go to a gin bar, not going to a real pub. Here. Let him know. Let him know. Fucking lads, if you're listening to this, put him in his place there. Gin bar. He said to me, they better have mint leaves in stock. So he said to me. Look, mate, you're meant to be the man here. We
could take you out the fucking highway, man, couldn't we?
Ooh, brutal. Oh, mate, right. So let's start with the guest questions.
Oh, goodness. Hit me.
First one. What's your go-to drink, Connell?
Bailey's.
Bailey's?
No, there's no fucking about. Water or Bailey's.
What?
Water. Every time I go to sleep, pint of water. Wake up in the morning, some water.
Fresh as fuck.
Water's class. Underrated. Water and Bailey's. Cannot beat it. Like, what about you boys?
Oh, what? Wow. Okay. Never had the guest question turn around on us.
Where's the manners of the previous guest? Where's the manners? What do you boys like drinking?
At the moment, I'm a Thatcher's Gold man.
Oh,
I enjoy the Thatcher's Gold. Yeah,
not too
Thatcher's
bad.
Haze is a little bit too sweet. I've made the shift from Amstel. I don't know, just enjoying.
And you're still on the Amstel?
Yeah, man.
On the Amstel, yeah.
He's evolved.
Well, the thing is, he's just a lazy piece of shit. So he'll take whatever's closest, and Amstel is right there.
You know, I don't like him. I drank too much cider when I was younger, and now I prefer lager.
I don't know.
And gin.
And gin. Fucking love gin.
Yeah. Fair play.
Mainly unicorn.
Oh, right, okay. Nice.
You puffed.
No comment.
Right.
Next question.
Next question. Marlon, take it away.
Favorite category on Pornhub?
Don't watch porn. Actually, don't. No.
What?
Fucks your head, boys. No way, Jose. Discipline, man.
This is some fucking Sigma shit.
Yeah,
this is.
No, I actually do not watch it at all. Fucks your head. Unrealistic perspective.
That.
Boys, don't watch porn. Go out, run 10K every day, work hard, discipline. None of that simpy shit. What about you, boys? What do you watch?
Fucking hell. I've
just
never had that answer
I
before.
just love
seriously, I
Asian
don't.
bitches.
Do you? Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
I just can't get enough of them, man.
What about you?
I had a big titties, man.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Fair. That's splendid. Discipline.
Do you want to just host this? Because they're just.
I want to know about you boys as well. Like,
Oh, wow.
and do you know what? Your listeners want to know. What porn do you boys? That's what I heard they asked.
I don't know. I quite like anything sort of. I like Asian porn, but not the freaky weird shit that we were on about before we started recording.
What's it? I don't recall.
K-pop bitches.
Oh yes, that's.
I thought that was a fucking music genre.
Oh, apparently not.
No, it's like a cult. Like, yeah, it's like cult.
like
So
a whole.
There's a whole thing around K-pop. Yeah, and there's like culture and shit around it. That's what it's sort of saying. Where, not to be crude, which you can't really be on this podcast.
No, you say whatever you like.
Unsolicited nudes, etc. largely come from like K-pop fans, and I used to get them quite a lot, just unsolicited, and it was all from that sort of following K-pop scene. And one day I was like, "Why are you doing this?" And she just told me as part of the cult, like when they see somebody that they follow or they like,
That's what they do,
they just send nudes. Apparently, unless she's just spoofing to me, and all these random chicks just happen to like K-pop and send me nudes. I don't know, but yeah, that was definitely an interesting fact.
I might have to have a little look. I'll have a little look into that.
Yeah, look at that. Can K-pop people start following me, please? On the Doghouse podcast. Yeah.
I'm a researcher!
Yeah. It's for research. It's just a film.
Fuck's sake. Right. Last question.
Yeah.
Which is, what is the most mental thing to happen to you on a night out? Yeah, that's a question.
That's a really hard one, because it's hard to sort of establish what's mental. Just seeing someone really random, I don't know. walked out of a nightclub one night and just seen some guy get hit by a van. And it was actually mad because that's one of those ones where you don't know how to react. I walked out. We walk out of this club. I was like 19. This guy lamped by a van, and he's lying there. And the kebab shop is getting really busy because everybody's leaving. So we're sort of like, right, do we like this guy's lying here, but also that fucking queue in the kebab shop's getting rammed. So like one of the boys rang the police while we all ordered his kebab for him, and then we stood there.
Teamwork
No,
like
but,
that.
Like, there's not much that I can do. One thing for any of the viewers out there, if you ever see somebody like that, actually don't fuck with him because you're actually probably going to make the situation worse.
Don't touch him if you
Don't
move
touch
him.
him. Really know what you're
fucked.
doing.
So like, boys, go in there, get me a cheesy chip, and like somebody ring the cops for that guy. Get the ambulance around there. So that was pretty mad. I've also just recently, like obviously with social media and stuff, you start getting a wee bit mad interactions. Women, I had some girl come up to me and just show me her address. She didn't speak to me, she just showed me her address. She went, meet me there after, and just had her address on Google Maps. Thought that was quite mad.
Did you go?
No way I was there. No. Flip me. End up getting Ted Bundy'd.
Was it Jeffrey Dahmer?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
I just want to watch this picture.
I haven't watched
Just
that.
have a look at the pictures.
Yeah, I haven't watched that documentary.
It's a
Netflix
series, isn't it?
yeah.
Really
See,
good.
I
I just want
find
to look at some pictures.
he's a creep. He's
Yeah.
a creep. See, at least-
Yes, obviously.
yeah, but there's some of them. There's some of them that have a nature to them that is intriguing. Because if you think about the amount of killers there are who just go on Crime Watch and that's their career over.
Yeah.
Then there's some of the big
Sure.
boys that step it up, like Ted Bundy,
Yeah.
Charles Manson. These sort of really interesting,
The interesting
psychopath- Yeah.
ones.
So there's something that's intriguing. For me, Dahmer didn't. He just creeped. He was just a creep, and yeah.
That
as a
comes
result,
across very well in the documentary.
yeah,
Like,
see,
he
I
was
didn't
a
watch it.
fucking
Like,
creep.
at least Ted Bundy, what was going on there? You want to know because he looked the part.
He was a
like,
handsome looking cunt,
handsome,
wasn't he?
immensely charming. Same as Charles Manson. Like, what is going on?
Even the
in their
judge
minds?
in his own trial,
Yeah.
trial, the judge said, if your life had gone a different way, I would have really enjoyed working with you.
Yeah, like seeing
He
you in my
represented
courthouse.
himself, didn't he?
Yeah, the documentary and it was mad because his barrister, or that's what they call it in the UK, obviously, but in America they call it the attorney. So the attorney just sees Ted walk up. He's like, "What the fuck's he doing?" I told him to stop doing this, and Ted walks up to the guy, to the police officer who was on the stand. Do you see this now? So he
I
walks
know,
up.
I
He
know.
walks
I
up.
haven't.
Barrister's like, "Fucking stop walking up and defending yourself. You're being an idiot." And Ted just walks up again and starts interrogating the police officer who attended the scene after the murders. And he was obviously sadistic as fuck.
Yeah.
Ted was, evidently. But when he interrogated the police officer, he actually didn't want to progress it. He just wanted to hear the gruesome details of the case. So he's like, "So when you went into the room, what way was the body line? How did that make you feel?" Police officer was like, "Yeah, I feel sick. It was terrifying. It was just horrific." He goes, "Yeah, okay. And what way was the body line?" So he's just repeating the questions until the judge went,
He's
"You're literally-"
reliving it.
He's reliving it. And he's like, "How terrified were you? Like, how did this fuck you up?" And as soon as the attorney seen him doing that, he just walked out because he got nowhere. Like, he didn't defend himself.
He
just
didn't
wanted
achieve
to-
anything.
He didn't achieve. He went
just
he went
wanted-
backwards. He was like, he wasn't trying to trip him up. He was just trying to get a kick off hearing how gruesome his murders were. So he was an although psychopath, very interesting personality. Same as Charles Manson. Charles Manson's childhood was really, really interesting. Like, his mother sold him.
Yeah.
And his mother sold him for like crack, seriously, and then put him into an all boys home. And he was like touched up and stuff. So he had a pretty harsh upbringing.
Well, not
and
only that, he was part of MK Ultra, wasn't he?
that's
the
the
LSD.
conspiracy. That
What?
is the conspiracy. That is the
Fucking,
conspiracy.
I'll say it here. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Sue me for fake news. They reckon he was part of MK
I've heard
Ultra.
that. No, I've heard that. I actually have heard that. I've watched a few videos about it and stuff. So definitely, there's a massive case to be made there for that. But overall, him as a person, he was again quite intriguing. And yeah, Dahmer just didn't have that intrigue. He just seemed like an absolute creep, taking people home and just, I didn't like that. Made me feel quite uneasy. At least with those other sort of characters, you can want to know what they're thinking, how they got there. Whereas Dahmer was just
what
pure
happened to
weird.
begin with, like, yeah.
So fuck that guy, yeah.
That
Right.
was the greatest. What's the most mental thing to happen to you on a night out answer I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
I knew we started off with that girl, show me her address to Jeffrey Dahmer. Great. Smooth. This podcast is going very well.
Going fucking brilliantly.
This is how I wanted it. Yeah.
Tell me what how's your week been? But more, maybe, what is the average week looking like in the life of Mr. Conan Doyle?
So, I'm very disciplined as to my routine. I work 9 to 5 in a law firm. So work 9 to 5, go home, upload 2 videos to TikTok, try maybe aim for 2, few videos on Insta, etc. Do a 10k run, get my dinner, go to sleep, get up, do the same Monday to Friday, live for the weekend. Yeah. Just live for the weekend. That's
disciplined as fuck, man.
I try, mate. Try, and it helps keep you out of trouble. Sure, think about the hours that you boys work. If you didn't have that and that level of discipline, and like you're essentially forced to do it, you'd be out shooting fucking dogs and shit. You'd be going mad. Yeah,
with all the stray dogs on this day.
Just like, get rid of him.
Look at the little pattern now.
I have zero discipline. You need more discipline, boys. Stop watching that Asian porn.
You ever seen a Shih Tzu with 762 go for his head? Pink mist.
Oh, what a mess.
Just blood and fur, boys. Just blood and fur.
But yeah, that's my week in the life. Disciplined. And then weekends, again, I'm usually in England every weekend or so. Just to come over, do collabs, content. Been doing a lot of podcasts recently.
Hey, man.
Always said no to podcasts, but then put up on my story, said, right, gonna do a load of podcasts. Maybe got a couple thousand requests. And you boys were there from the get-go, and people were messaging me directly saying that they'd love to see me come on to this. So
That's fucking weird, isn't it? That is weird as shit.
Shout out the chap who
Jake Scant.
Yeah, Jake.
Sweet.
Appreciate it, because these 2 boys have been immensely courteous and really sound. So I'm actually really glad I got to connect with you. That's the thing about the internet. You do get to meet nice people. You get to meet some assholes, but you get to meet the odd good one. Needle in a haystack. That's the thing with influencers and podcasters.
We're not influencers. We're just idiots.
I'm not a fucking influencer. I always say that. Yeah, no, 100%. That's my go-to. Not a fucking influencer. You boys are just real men with a mic, chatting shite, drinking beer.
That's
Speaking
it.
of, can I get some
Exactly
Baileys?
that.
Yeah, I can get you a Baileys.
Oh, you're a charmer.
Baileys? Oh,
Thank you.
You can't have the bottle, mate.
Marlon's giving him the bottle. Do you
there
want some ice?
That would be splendid.
I will get you some ice.
I can't reach the ice, sorry.
Marlon, how the fuck has your week been? You can't.
It's been a fucking week, as usual, really.
Yeah, 7 days.
No, 5 days at work.
That's a big glass of Baileys, isn't it?
No,
Fill it up.
usually drink them by the pint, mate.
Yeah, rock and roll. With your mint leaves, your gin and tonic.
Jesus.
He actually said that, guys. He said, I've had such a hard week at work. I just can't wait to get a gin and tonic with some mint leaves and orange. He said he doesn't
If
like
I
his
could
orange cut
describe
certain
to you the
ways.
size of the Baileys that Colin's just poured for himself, it is absolutely fucking obscene.
Decent, Jimmy.
Decent.
Yeah, the week's been all right. Land Rovers are dog shit. Please stop buying them. I've had some interesting things in. Villar.
Oh, a Velar.
Yeah, done 40k, needs a timing chain.
That's not good. That's big money.
Disco Sport. This is the best one.
Is that a 2-litre Ingenium engine?
Yeah.
Is it fucked?
So the Velar is the 2-litre Ingenium petrol. Wants a chain. The Disco Sport is a 2-litre Ingenium diesel. Wants a in-tank fuel pump. They're on back order. No date.
So that's sat up there for an unlimited amount of time just waiting to get fixed then?
Yeah. And had another call today. There is another one coming in next week. No fuel pressure, which will be the same thing.
Do you know what? It was quite funny. I was in...
Done 40,000 miles. It's less than 5 years old. It's a fucking joke.
I was in a dealership back along and I was speaking to a chap and he said those Discovery Sports have got a 3.5 ton towing capacity. Why in God's name would you tow with that? I don't know.
I didn't realise. I was surprised that this car had 7 seats. You can't have any legs to sit in the back though, but
scrunchy little boy.
Yeah. Apart from that, I haven't got home before about 8:30 all week.
Been a busy old week, haven't you?
It's been fucking hideous. And then your dad didn't help, which was fantastic. Oh, Marlon, can you come and look at my my range when you get a minute. Yeah, Mark, I will tag that onto the long list of shit I need to do this week.
My favourite saying is stick it on the list. Yeah, stick it on the list.
I did go round and gave you some work to do, which is good.
Thanks for that. Appreciate it. It's all just bottom arms and fucking joints and shit and
nothing too bad. That cradle, the tank's about to fall out.
I know. I told him that when he bought it. I was like, it's fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, he won't listen to reason, but there you go.
Apart from that, all I've been doing is posting orders. I missed me bike ride this week because of work, which sucks.
Keep the wheels turning.
Yeah. Fucking hideous.
Good.
Mate, how's your week been?
I finally had the finishing touches done to my root canal this week. So yeah, big
sad day.
Yeah, well, no, very sad day when it cost me 600 quid.
That's definitely you problem.
Yeah, so I had that one done. No, not on the NHS. No, because my dentist
NHS slacking.
If only there was enough money to do it. Yeah. So anyway, so I had this root canal done, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put the injection in." I was like, "All right, mate." Didn't feel it. Next one, he was like, "It's in the roof of your mouth. It's quite tough, so it's gonna be quite a scratch." I was like, "Yeah, no worries, drive." Put it in. Didn't really feel. I felt a scratch, nothing too much. Anyway, so if anyone out there has had a root canal knows, it's quite a long fucking job. Like they have to like put a sheet around the tooth, they have to disinfect it, all this crap. Anyway, so I'm there and I'm just chilling. I can't feel a thing. And it's all like most of the root canal is a lot of fucking about. It's a lot.
What is a root canal?
So basically they go all the way down the root and they take the nerve out of the tooth and they fill it because it's so fucked that basically the nerve's just shagged, so they just take the nerve out. So
just for CONALL, the only thing I've ever had done to my teeth is one filling. That's it.
Oh, really?
That is insane.
And I am old as dirt now.
How old are you?
31.
Really? Still young, fast, and sexy, mate. Don't worry about it.
I like him.
Yeah.
I like. You can come back.
You can stay.
So you've had no root canal?
It's fucking brutal.
Yeah, neither have I, to be fair. No.
So anyway, I'm there and I'm just chilling.
Loser. What the fuck is that? Imagine getting a root canal. Here, these guys are looking at a new host. Only thing they need is a new root canal. Get him off the phone.
He's going to
tell us what your root canal surgery did. Was it so sore?
Me and you going to fall out
the
in a minute,
injection
you
was
cunt.
burning. Yeah.
So anyway, I'm chilling. He's doing his shit. And I'm just feeling, I'm warm. I'm just dozing and dozing. And all of a sudden, I just sort of come to. And I'm like, no, have I been? No, I can't have been. Anyway, he goes, right, we're all done. I said, Shag, where were you when I was about 9 years old? And he said, what do you mean? I said, you were the most chill dentist I've ever known in my life. He said, I reckon I dozed off halfway through that. He said, I wondered what that noise was. I said, what do you mean? He goes, I heard this. I was asleep.
It was a long day.
I was asleep during
Jesus.
If it's going to cost me 500 quid, mate, if I'm going to take an hour's kip, like, take a cheeky 45,
like,
I'm just fucking done. I'm done in.
My dentist has a Where's Wally poster on the roof.
Ah, that's clever.
That's not clever. Imagine you're in the middle of surgery and you find them. Fucking didn't think. Yeah, a dickhead. Wrong idea. Get rid of that. Major distraction, because everybody at this table knows we'd sit there while we're getting our little wee root canal removed, and then we'd figure it out and go, "Oh fuck, there's nothing stopping us celebrating this moment." Sometimes those are tough.
Yeah.
Those Where's Wallies are hard.
Sometimes I sat there for an hour at least.
Yeah, and then throw in the chick who looks like him.
Yes,
that's just not fair.
Yeah, she's all right.
God, oh, it's not him. She's quite hot. Did you say?
Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah.
Where is this going? Where is this going?
She is nice, like.
Oh,
nice hair.
Right, CONALL, enough of my fucking week. Let's take it back to the fucking start, mate.
Take it back.
So you've spent your whole life growing up in Belfast in Northern Ireland.
Belfast, born and raised.
Yeah.
Yep. 90, the DNA and me test, 98.
You've done a DNA of 23andMe?
Yeah, 20, whatever they called. Yeah, 23andMe, bingo.
That's it?
Yeah, so some scientist can clone me. And everybody says, like, don't do that. They've got there's people listening going, oh, why do you do that? I don't care.
They're going to find all your...
Clone the fuck out of me, please.
Your CSA is going to be hideous.
Yeah, good. I couldn't care less. tell me where I'm from. So it was like 98% Irish.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was mad. 98.2% Irish, 0.8% Scottish, and 1% Mali.
Mali.
Right? And then I turned around, who I was with at the time, who studies history. It's like, fucking Mali. Where the fuck does the Mali come in? Irish slave trade. Mali.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that's deep, isn't it? They got sent there. The Irish slaves, so there you go. No comment. Yeah, probably. Potentially. Best thing I ever heard was doing work experience in a law firm when I was still in school. And criminal client, the police asked him. So obviously, if anybody doesn't know, hopefully you don't know this unless you work in law and you haven't been arrested yourself. But if you're taken into a police investigation, usually you have the solicitor like sitting behind you. And they're the ones who are saying no comment, no comment. So obviously this guy gets told to go in and say like no comment. And he goes in and the police officer was like, were you driving this white whatever vehicle on Sunday night or whatever? And he just goes, potentially, no comment. And then the solicitor goes, saying potentially is a fucking comment. You fucking idiot. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, worst fucking thing you could say. So funny. So funny.
So what's life like growing up in Northern Ireland? Obviously, we're two English lads. We ain't got a fucking clue about what goes on over there.
I've never even been.
No.
No, you're coming at the end of the month though, so
Yeah.
we're gonna need to link up there, definitely show you about. I'm a ceasefire baby, so I missed the Troubles. So can't really speak on that. But yeah,
Ceasefire baby.
that's what they're called. That's what my generation are called.
That's what your class does.
Yeah, ceasefire baby. So missed the Troubles. Can't really discuss about that. Could discuss about family, etc. living through it, but that's definitely another topic for another fucking podcast. But yeah, Belfast, born and raised. Belfast quite woke now. It's very liberal, forward thinking.
Really?
Yeah, oh mate, yeah. But I feel like that is the way of the world at the moment. You go so far one way that it's the horseshoe theory. Did you ever see this? Hear this?
No.
You go,
Yep, it's political. So once you're so far extreme one way, you ending up at the very opposite end. So even there's like the argument that extreme feminists are almost
far rightists.
yeah, because they're like they don't even believe in trans rights because they're like you cannot embody a true female, etc. So there's this argument anyway. But again, Belfast sort of similar. It's very it's moving to a very progressive place now. So there's no trouble really anymore per se. Obviously, still lingering sectarian debates there. But for anyone who doesn't know what sectarian is, that is based on religion, whether you're Catholic, whether you're Protestant, something that's not really too rife in England. But yeah, all well and good. Went to decent school, didn't have any bother in school, scholarship to university, studied law, working in law, hopped on social media, and this is how I'm in the doghouse.
Yay!
Did you choose law yourself to do? That's what you wanted to do?
But you know what, man? I was actually expelled from school. No, sorry, not expelled. Suspended twice from school in 1 month. And I had my A-levels. And the teacher said, if you do well in your A-levels, principal said, if you do well in your A-levels, we'll let you stay in school. So I studied really hard. Got like the highest in the UK in one of my A-levels. And got my grades back. And I thought I was going to fuck them up. And I did it quite well. So I just changed all my... I think I was going to do something like some sort of not real... I think it's like a bachelor's arts or some weird like that. It was not an official degree. So I planned to do something like that. Got my grades back. Did really quite well. And then was like, fuck it. Do law.
Want to be a lawyer? Like.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. Obviously, it's quite tricky balancing it with social media. So yeah, something that's niggling in my mind.
That's it. That's the next question. Like, how did this come about?
The socials.
Yeah.
So whenever I went to university, I always like fashion, mate. Quite pretty interested in clothes and stuff like that. So and also, even before then, whenever I was in school, I used to buy and sell. There's a sport in Ireland called hurling. So I used to I was like
It's
11.
huge over
yeah,
there.
it's massive.
I've never
mate.
heard of it before.
Yeah, it's massive in Ireland. So I used to buy and sell hurling helmets. Just like buy them from like America, sell them on. So I always had that wheeler dealer attitude to things.
Yeah.
So I would do that whenever I was in. Got my first one when I was 11. Used to buy and sell them. Then stopped playing sport and then moved on to clothes. Started buying and selling clothes. Opened up a shop while I was in university through Instagram. And me and my friend were just selling clothes quite a lot. And
Anything in particular?
everything. Every fucking thing you get your hands on. But the issue was we were hoarding it all. Because I was like, oh, I'm keeping that Ralph Lauren jacket. I'm keeping that Burberry jacket. I'm keeping that Barber jacket. And mate, there's a stage where we're like, we're making no fucking money here. Because we're taking everything.
All the good shit.
You're taking all the good shit and
There's
selling
only
all the
so
shit.
many days in a year.
Yeah,
there's only so many
exactly.
outfits you could wear.
100%. And I'm horrible for it. I've got a massive collection of like Ralph Lauren stuff. Keep it in storage now.
Storage, man.
Yeah, because this is you boys see collecting clothes. It's a massive. It's a wormhole that loads of people
It's
don't
a
know
big
about.
thing.
Yeah,
Like,
especially vintage
yeah.
Ralph Lauren. It's humongous. I grew my following initially just purely off Ralph Lauren and showing my like Ralph Lauren collection per se. So I keep it all in storage. Yeah. So me and my friend decided we need to stop hoarding all the fucking products, and he showed
We
me.
actually might need to start
Make
selling
some fucking
stuff
money.
We
at
need to
home
actually
at some point.
stop doing this. Yeah, like we should probably start selling this stuff because we're not wearing it, but we just had it in hand. We were like, we're not getting rid
We
of it.
can't get rid of that because you'll
Yeah.
never see one of those again.
Yeah, like that.
See that?
Yeah,
that's
the
so accurate.
attitude.
Like, that's a 1990s Burberry jacket. When are we going to see this again? Keep it.
Yeah.
It'll be worth more in the future. But nah. So I said, right, me and you stick to a brand each. He showed me his dad. His dad had like this mad Ralph Lauren collection, like mental, all like hunting jumpers and shit, which is stuff I like. The hunting, the old stuff that Ralph Lauren don't make anymore because
Yeah.
obviously woke attitudes
Can't
are
be
Yeah,
involved
no,
in
no,
that
no.
anymore.
Woke
Well,
people don't hunt.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. Yeah, you're not allowed to. They used to have gun pictures of like guys with shotguns shooting, bird shooting and stuff. And they used to have hand knit, so the collection is really wild. But anyway, I decided on Ralph Lauren. He decided on Barber, and then had the shop going for a while. Closed the shop, went to America, spunked all the money. Finished,
Like it.
yeah, finished the law degree, came back to Ireland. Finished the law degree. I was in Ireland, but I sort of decided then I was like, shit, I'm working 9 to 5 here. Let's find an extra income. Let's start the
Yeah.
shop up again. And then I went on to TikTok, and then I got my initial following just purely off being the Ralph Lauren guy on TikTok. So it was all really to start selling
like-
clothes again.
Yeah, just like clothes. Was
Yes,
it
happened really
socks,
naturally.
Ralph Lauren, trousers like
you
Ralph
see that?
Lauren.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, I've seen them.
Can I
yeah.
ask you a question?
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
Here you'll actually like this. This here jacket is RRL, so it's Ranch Ralph Lauren. So they have a brand. People do not know this shit. They have a brand that's just Western. It's made off Ralph Lauren's ranch. He's got a ranch. He's like, all the animals on this are being bred to make my clothes. So he's got one specific brand, and this is one of. And then just it's all Ralph Lauren, like corduroy trousers, Ralph Lauren boots, Ralph Lauren top, and then the RRL jacket, which I bought specifically for this occasion.
You're such a champion.
Yeah, I did.
I,
love it,
I
man.
wore a shirt tonight.
You know,
as
you
well,
look smart,
especially
mate. You
for
look
you.
real well. Like it's just for me.
Yeah.
Hope you don't take it off. Charmer. The way he's looking at me now.
I was trying to find a
It looks
t-shirt.
good. Nice flannel shirt. Smart.
Yeah, man, here's keen here. I was trying. I couldn't get it here in time, so it had to come from Etsy, which came from America. But I was trying to get a Ralph Wiggum shirt.
Ralph Wiggum's a G.
Ralph Wiggum picking his nose,
I
saying,
knew what
pick
top
a-
you're talking
just
about.
saying,
I've seen that next.
pick a winner.
That for some reason, whoever owns that shop, shout out to you because you're the top sponsored ad when you type in Ralph Lauren on Etsy.
No way.
Yeah, mate. When you type it in, that's one of the first things that comes up. This is a picture of Ralph Lauren or Ralph Wiggum. That wee scrote. Yeah,
Go banana.
yeah. He was G though, wasn't he?
He was. Have you heard
Isn't his dad the cop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you seen that conspiracy that's
Chief
come out
Wiggum.
recently? No, not Chief Wiggum. It's the other one. The other one. Right, I'm going to show you a picture.
Yeah. I can't remember his name. I can picture him in my head now.
Ralph Wiggum, real dad.
DNA and V test.
It's actually a fucking look. It's a conspiracy that's come out recently.
Simpsons is unbelievable.
See, look.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy.
That's wild because he doesn't look like his real father, right enough.
No, he does not in any way. And this is the
Yeah.
whole thing: is that they've like put that in there as like an Easter egg.
Imagine, I don't mean to be nasty, how disappointed would you be? If your son was Ralph fucking Wiggum.
I'm in danger. Go orange. Go melon. Go banana.
You'd be give me another one. Get rid of him. You'd rather take Millhouse than him. And Millhouse is a simp.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uber sim.
everything's coming up Millhouse.
Yeah.
Mate, so what? So TikTok, like, obviously you've got some following on TikTok.
Seems to be doing well at the minute, yeah.
It seems to be doing something.
Yeah.
So it all started from Ralph Lauren.
Yeah. It started off Ralph Lauren. Then I had a bit of beef with Ralph Lauren, which I just talked about in another podcast. And I know a lot of they started copying a lot of my stuff.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that
did
is
you
one
see
of my
this?
questions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad. I don't know if people will be interested in that, but it is kind of crazy. So, just essentially, I was wearing stuff that they made in like the 80s, and they don't have an archive of any of their old pieces.
No.
Yeah, mate, you'd think they had a piece. They do not have an archive. They've only got sketches, so they don't really know what color, material, etc. All these old pieces were. Yeah, and they were hand knitted. You see,
Yeah.
so like they're only maybe 15 of them worn and or made, and who has them for like 40 years?
yeah,
do you know what I mean?
out there.
In good condition. So.
Until
Yep.
you pop up.
And then I started wearing them, and I was doing stupid shit. Like I was getting posters of me that were 6 foot and putting them in every Ralph Lauren shop in Ireland. I went around all of Ireland, put my pictures in all these windows.
You were.
Yeah, mate.
Whoa, hang on. Go back to
How did that?
How did that come about? It's just funny. The Ralph Lauren stuff was a meme. So I had a series called like Rate the Ralph, where there's a guy in England. He's an absolute tosser, if I'm honest, and he was like proper daddy's money boy. But like really, there's nothing wrong with that. Knock yourself out, but have a bit more of a personality aside from being
Daddy's money.
Yeah, daddy's money. So he'd walk around and be like, I'm wearing my daddy's 10k Ruly or like 20k, whatever the fuck it was. I'm wearing my vintage barber jacket, and he'd do this. So I started doing it. But I started like we'd go to a rave, and then I'd go home, get into the wankiest outfit humanly possible, like a pinstripe Ralph Lauren blazer and beige cords. And we've just been to a rave. It's 4 a.m, and I'm standing in McDonald's. Going like, I'm wearing a 1990s cord, taking the piss out of him. So that series became Rate the Ralph, where I just go to the worst situations humanly possible, dress like an absolute twat, and talk about what I'm wearing. And they were getting like hundreds of thousands of views every video. And I did ones like outside the vaccine rally, police grabbed me and stuff. Yeah, and then
where was it? What, in America?
in
over
Belfast, yeah,
fuck.
vaccine rallies. I'm like, right, okay, so I'm wearing a 1990s Ralph Lauren polo bear jumper here, and everybody's standing behind going nuts, and police are trying to monitor people. And then there's other ones where I put like handcuffs on, and I stood beside like a police van, a police officer, and I was like, yeah, I've been arrested for being too drippy, so the trousers are Ralph Lauren 1980s jeans. This whole series, so I didn't like it though, because people thought I was for real. Because people in England got that it was a joke taking the piss out of this guy. People in Ireland were like, why the fuck is he wearing a pinstripe blazer at 4 a.m. in McDonald's? Because obviously the Irish are quite, they're not as flamboyant as some of the Tory boys in England. Do you know what I mean? They're not as like, they're kind of, oh fuck that, why is he wearing a blazer anywhere ever? But
Anyway, ever.
so that's where it sort of started, and then because you do something like that, it's semi-grandiose in the sense that you're going to, let's find the next best thing to do. Let's find the next weird place to be. So I sacked it in. I was like, right, go get pictures of myself in like old Ralph Lauren outfits, sneak into every Ralph Lauren shop in Ireland, and get these 6 foot posters of me in the windows. And yeah,
How
went
the
around.
fuck do you go about doing something like that?
It was hard. I shit myself. I got caught twice and had to gaslight the store workers, really. Like one of women.
You're the problem.
Yeah, I was the problem. Like one of the women caught me, and I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like,
Don't
"You should.
touch
Why?
me."
I'm like, you should know about this. I've been sent here by like the headquarters in Watford. Put my pictures here. You're ruining our video." And oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, knock yourself
No.
out. Yeah, so my pictures were sitting there for bloody ages, but
That's fucking brilliant.
yeah. And then I went down to Kildare, and Kildare Village is the biggest Ralph Lauren shop in Ireland. So it was all young people. Like they put a lot of time into their shops. So I go in and all the young people know my videos because they actually love the brand. It's not
Yeah.
like some
Right.
random worker who just doesn't give a shit, but she's just in retail. These kids love Ralph Lauren. They need to know about the brand. They're like, oh, you're a Ralph Lauren guy. I'm like, yeah, I sent here. Let me do this. And then the manager rang the headquarters,
No.
and then he's like, if you don't leave, we're gonna call the police. And if you don't blur my face,
I don't
we'll call the police
understand
and
that, because that's surely just like the.
It's free fucking promotion,
all. It's
isn't it?
I'll be honest
unbelievable
with you.
promotion.
I'll be honest with you, Connell. I was thinking the other day, I was like, I've just ever since you came about, I've not thought about Ralph Lauren at all.
Yeah.
And then I went through my wardrobe and realised that I have a Ralph Lauren shirt. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I'm one of him.
Yeah, one of us, one of us.
Google gobble, one of us.
Anyone who likes Ralph has just gravitated to me as well. Like anyone's like, yes, we all wear this brand. Like,
That's the thing. So I don't understand. That's free, like you say, free promotion
Free
for them.
promotion.
Like, but they don't just. You think just roll with it?
Their lead executive of their directors, the creative director of Ralph Lauren follows me on Instagram and stuff. So they all see my stuff, but that was the issue. I'll not get into all the stuff with them, but essentially, there's pieces that I was wearing. I started a series called Wearing Ralph Lauren Every Day until they sponsor me. I only did 11 days because I was like, this is fucking free publicity.
Yeah.
It was free publicity, and the videos were getting 500,000 views, just my outfit every day. 500,000 views, 250,000 views. And then a couple of months later, all my outfits were back in store.
Yeah.
In the shops. These jumpers that had not been made.
80s, 90s.
Never been made. Like niche as shit. Like hunting hound.
like really
trousers.
weird and wanky stuff that they would
Really-
never have thought about.
Probably didn't know they even made them. And people, there's a guy in Paris who, I'll not say who he is anyway, but he's big up in there trying to buy them off me a couple of months before, but I thought nothing of it because I just thought like he's just wanting to buy
He
it.
just wants them.
But now I'm hindsight, he's extra small. I'm wearing trousers that are like medium large jumpers. I'm wearing baggy jumpers that are XXL just to be sort of like, you can't get them because it's the only size there is.
Yeah.
And this guy who's extra small is trying to buy them. And then they're all released in the shop. They're missing small details on them that was on the original, not on the new one. So yeah, it was like a weird thing. And then people from Ralph were messaging me who worked for the company and stuff. Yeah, and just saying like, yeah, we've definitely seen your videos before and a lot of stuff. But yeah.
The thing is, I don't understand it is because yourself on social media, independent. You're big by your own accord. You don't, you're not sponsored by Ralph or anything like that.
No.
But what I can't understand is why they didn't utilize you.
It's so backwards.
It is incredibly backwards. It's archaic. Thank you, Marlon. Word of the day calendar. It is archaic because you think like, surely wouldn't they just grasp hold of a man like you and go, this is fucking brilliant.
But I'm ropey. So somebody said I was bad PR.
Because of some of the other stuff you've got.
Like, I am also like
pretty fucking out there.
Yeah, you're saying the all controversial statement, etc. But that's sort of
it's
their brand, I think.
It's you're not some fucking bland bloke. Conforming to every single thing. You're not this. You're not that. Fuck off.
Yeah, no, and there's boys out there who just love. Like I did a podcast with these two boys. They fucking love the brand. Their whole podcast is based off the brand. Like there's huge market there for vintage collectors, Ralph Lauren collectors, etc. So they've built 11,000 followers on Instagram just talking about Ralph Lauren. That's how.
It's mad, isn't it?
And
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if you think about it, my first 60,000 was based on Ralph Lauren, and then I started switching up. I was like, fuck these guys. But yeah,
no sponsorship. Eat my ass.
Yeah, that's essentially where I got to. It's like, right, fuck them. I'm gonna do my own thing. But there's people out there who lick their ass and hope they get a brand deal, but they're never going to really get them. So you may as well just be yourself.
Exactly.
People don't resonate with people who aren't themselves either. That's why you boys have built a following, because you're unapologetically yourselves.
Cunts is what we are.
You're essentially just two dickheads.
Yeah.
You said it perfectly.
I'm a third dickhead for today.
Yeah.
And would we do anything different?
No,
absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Yeah. I remember my friend, he's a fucking London Met police officer when we were younger, right? Egged this girl's house, right? Just fucking egged her house. And she walked out while he was doing it. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? I just kept egging her house, and he just goes, I wouldn't do anything different. I just kept fucking eggs at her house. Just stand looking at him. And I'm in the car parked, because this was meant to be like an underage fucking like get her house. Like, just go. Yeah, get her the egg of the house. I wouldn't do anything different. Egg the rest of it. And that's us.
Yeah.
That is literally it, man.
We've got to where we are now because we're us.
Just smoking fucking fags and drinking pints. That's all
Break
we
out
are.
the cigars as well,
Yeah,
man.
well, there they are. Let's
Bougie, thank you very much for sourcing them. Here we got a lovely piece. Would you call that cutlery?
I think
Hey, I'd take my cutter back.
I don't know what I'd call it. I think I'd call it some sort of.
It's a chopper of some description.
Well,
I'll take my cutter back.
Can I tell the boys what we've got?
You carry on.
Absolutely.
So apologies for butchering the fucking French
I knew
company
you were
here,
gonna
but
do this.
Les Fines,
they're not
la
French,
messe.
are they?
They are French. Francais. I like the French. French are cool. They do not give a fuck. Fair play to them. I think it's hilarious.
It's a long-standing joke that I ate the fucking French.
Well, they've just sorted you out. Wait, take
Right,
a cigar off him. Cut it with your teeth, boy. Yeah. They provided us with a knife and a beautiful, like how beautiful is that ashtray there?
Ashtray is.
Go ahead.
It's like a little piece of art.
I don't really fucking hell. I don't really want to talk about how much the ashtray itself costs. Oh, look at that. It fits right on the mic arms.
Is that how we do it here, man? Just like that?
Yeah,
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, just lop the end off.
Chop her off.
Yeah.
Circumcised.
Reg.
Shalom. Shalom, my brother. Yeah, I didn't realize you were one of the desert people too. Because I am.
No comment. Essentially, no comment.
Who knows? Who
do we
knows?
like this bad boy?
Of course we can.
So, thank you very much again, boys. Cannot thank you enough for your hospitality. It's been great.
No, we really appreciate you coming on.
Am I lighting the right end? No. Too many Baileys, boys. Going to my head. People always slate me for the Baileys, but I don't care. Good, strong Irish liqueur.
That is a fucking sharp blade. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Don't put your finger in it, Reg, please.
Everyone knowing that. I'm not even going to cut this out. Fuck them.
Fucking not lighting. So, boys, are you having a nightmare lighting your cigar there? There we are.
There we go.
Daddy's home. Daddy's home.
Daddy's home.
So, what have we got here, Reg?
I don't know. I got them online. Don't even know what cigars they are. They're fucking nice though. And the thing is, I wasn't looking for like a fucking 2-hour smoker. I was looking for more of a sort of like 20-minute, that kind of thing. Just something a bit more chilled out. I don't want to be too heavy and fucking smoke the place out, you know?
Yeah.
we're just chilling.
Well, thank you very much for Les Fines La Messe. Because that smoker is, that ashtray, you boys keep out here. I can't bring that back to Ireland. It's probably declared a weapon.
It is some fucking piece of kit. Yeah,
Absolute unit. Beautiful.
Massive.
It is actually beautiful, handcrafted.
It is. It's like it was almost like red brick, but polished red brick, and it weighs a fucking ton.
Do you know you can get like snake skin of those cutters and stuff? Like the caliber of cutters they've got is unreal. What have we got? We've got like some sort of
gorgeous. It's also like a walnut finish.
Yeah,
it's
it was
like,
walnut finish. That's what it was.
I could tell that it's non-lacquered, non-finished. It just feels gorgeous. But not only that, that is the sharpest fucking. That's sharper than my Leatherman.
Yeah,
that's fucking sharp. It just fell through the end of that cigar. So
seriously, no, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Well, thank you very much for sorting out the lads of that.
You've uprated that. You've made the studio probably worth twice as much now.
And that studio's so sick, you know. So sick. Really.
Connell, I want to ask you 2 questions. First one.
No comment.
Rate my the MILF rating. Can we just? But what happened? Please, can we carry it on?
The MILF hunting one.
MILF hunting, where you'd rate the MILFs.
Oh yes, yeah. I forgot about.
Get up the stairs.
Get up. You can get up upstairs. Yeah, no. Girls were like messaging me, you know, asking me to rate their mum, and it's getting fucking weird.
Let's start a thing on it.
Sorry, smoking there. Yeah, no, it was good. Like, it's essentially this trend that happened on TikTok where girls were dressing up their mums like them. So like the mums were wearing these really like skanky outfits, and it was like transferring them from like looking like a mum, like your regular mother, to some sort of nightclub 18-year-old. And some of the mums did end up looking quite beautiful, and I just go, yeah, 9 out of 10, splendid, yummy mummy. Get up them stairs. Or like if they put the mum in like some horrendous outfit, I'd be like, you fucking ruined your mum for everyone. Good job. We liked your mum before, you ruined her. So yeah, it was a good trend. But like I just didn't like the girls were messaging me being like, would you rate my mother? So right, I'm stopping doing it. Yeah. You ruined the fun, women. You fucking ruined it all. The boys are enjoying this, and now you are enjoying it. I don't want to do it anymore.
I was doing it to be fucking edgy.
I was trying to be edgy, like trying to talk about your mum. I was trying to talk about how hot your mum is, and now you're asking me to say your mum's hot. Now I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Own free will.
Yeah.
The other question I've got to ask, because you said you would tell me when you came down, what is a backdoor man?
All right.
Yeah, all right.
So I've got it in my bio, a backdoor man. I actually reckon a lot of your followers notice. You know, I'm surprised you don't.
I honestly don't know, no.
So essentially, whenever you say I'm a backdoor man, people associate it with like being gay, like taking in the back door. But, pardon me, it was an old blues song about being a backdoor man. It's like a Texas sort of American term. So redneck term, which you boys should be using, because you boys are real good men. Like no, well, yeah, scummy. So it's essentially. It's talking about when you're a backdoor man, it means that you use the back door of a house to sneak in because you are like the sneaky affair. So whenever a married woman wants to have a man round, she'd call him the back door man because you can't go in the front because you can't get caught.
Unless you're the milkman, then you do go in the front door.
Yeah, but milkman, I can't put in my bio, I'm a milkman.
Yeah, different kind of...
Not kind of quite as cool.
No.
However, it is actually, so for any of the young men who want a wee bit of inspiration, I do like the idea, because I actually have had issues with that, with being a backdoor man. Like girls haven't, whenever, especially in my younger days, primarily and only really in my younger days would I dabble in this sort of thing. But girls having boyfriends, and like, I don't know why, but I seem to have been appealing to these sorts of people, and would often find myself in sticky situations where you're seeing girls who are loved up or engaged and
or
shit
less
like that.
than forthcoming about their circumstance.
Yeah, well, they would tell you, but they'd be like, right, come on round, and I didn't care at the time. No, I wouldn't do that sort of stuff because I'm an adult man and all that loved up stuff. But yeah, so backdoor man is that. But any young men looking at inspiration, it's also in the song he sings about, you men eat your dinner, eat your pork and beans, I eat more chicken than any man's ever seen. It's a Doors song from the Doors, so Jim Morrison. Yeah. And it's sort of about a lot of men take the usual shite. You take life just whatever comes to them. Then there's some other boys who want it all. So I eat whatever chicken I want, and you boys eat your pork and beans. So I like the idea of being like, you know what, backdoor man, I want more. I don't want to take the fucking...
I'll tell you what I want.
Yeah, I do what I want. I want more. I don't want to just sit here and live the regular fucking shitty life. I want to make sure I make the most of it, have as much fun as possible.
Yeah. I think you've made your fucking mark, mate, if I'm honest.
Oh, I need to keep going. Need more. We need more, boys. Same as you, boys. You want more. You want to preach as much as you can.
Just keep pushing as far as you can, man. That's that. I think that's the key to
keep doing you, boo.
It's avoiding getting cancelled, which is something that all three of us need
we
to consider.
got our first bollocking on TikTok this week.
Yeah, we did. I was telling Connell on the way down here about our
tell me. Oh, the Pornhub.
Mention the word porn.
Mention the word Pornhub.
That's it.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Audio's gone. And then I was like, this isn't right. Come on, cunts, sort it out. Because there are people getting their tits out over.
TikTok's so hitter. You'll see an ISIS beheading on TikTok.
That's it.
No, it's fact though. I'm not just saying that for controversy. You will literally see London bus stabbings on TikTok.
Yeah.
But fucking these boys mentioned porn, and you'd think they slaughtered a child.
After about 4 hours of backwards and forwards, we did get the audio reinstated.
Oh, that's very kind of them, isn't it?
Outrageous.
But that shouldn't have been a fucking problem in the first place. Yeah.
The high fucking hypocrisy of it all, although you shouldn't be promoting porn, boys. Don't be telling young men to sit around the laptop stroking themselves.
Well, that's it. It's just a question.
No, I'm joking. Wait a second.
Right. I think that's a good place to cut our break. We'll get Bear of the Week out, finish smoking these fucking cigars. THC. Right, we'll be back later.
I'm going to the moon.
Right, and I'm going to... Connell will be a pink unicorn by the time I come back. So, right, I'll say cheerio. All the best, my friends. Goodbye. Welcome back. I've returned from the fridge. But before we get into beer of the fucking week, massive shout out to the sponsor of this podcast, the Auto Mover. Marlon, let me tell you about the Auto Mover. Right? So...
I'm listening. Come on.
I'm thinking about doing this track day with my Lotus Elise or my Clio or anything. Do I want to go to all the effort of buying a tow car and putting a fucking tow hitch on it and then buying a wanky old fucking Brian James trailer with seized fucking bearings and a wanked out handbrake?
You're going to be 10 grand into like a rig and trailer, aren't you?
But realistically, something that you're going to be into for about, 18 months, 2 years? It's not worth it.
And then 4 times a year?
Yeah, really. It's not fucking worth it, is it? Why don't you just look at the fucking race calendar, hit up the Auto Mover and just say, look, Shag, these are the dates. Can you do them? To and from? No problem, boss. No problem. Save yourself a fucking fortune. Get somebody else to do it for you. Reliable, insured, and professional. The Auto Mover. He is your fucking man. hit him up on Instagram at the Auto Mover and use our code in the vehicle description, ITDH, for 10% off your quotation. So there you go.
Yeah, link in bio, link in your mum's pants drawer. You know, everywhere you can find it. Like
It is where it is. You know the fucking score. Right. Let's get into beer of the week. Marlon,
Of said week.
what the fuck have I got here?
So this is brought to us from James Smith. It's called Slash
Thank you very
Red.
much.
what?
It's fucking French to begin with.
Français.
win-win.
Merci beaucoup.
Baguette.
Baguette
I'm going home.
with croissant.
Croissant.
Just sweet croissant.
Right, what is Slash Red? It's got a fucking fiery looking horse on it. It's a 330ml bottle. Marlon, without any further ado, read the marketing bullshit, Marlon!
Slash Red, daughter of the forbidden fruit. The beers of the wild corn's lineage.
This is a Google Translate.
French,
It's
right?
Google
So
Translate.
The translator's wank. Lineage are
I
born
can
from the
translate it.
purity of water and the power of fire. Conceived under a cherry tree, Slash Red has imprisoned its fruits. But don't be fooled. It's a wild corn. A real one under the apparent sweetness of its pink foam. It's all the character of Slash that breaks out a gallop.
I'm bored!
Yeah,
Is that it?
that's some marketing bullshit.
It's a big black
Wow.
horse in a cherry
Fair
tree.
play.
Woohoo!
Fair play.
Right, let's have a sip, see what we think.
I don't
then.
really drink beer, but I'll have a wee
Well,
sip.
have a little sip.
No, of course, of course.
Put your fucking Baileys
Thank you
down.
very
you
much.
cunt.
Bailey. Never put a Bailey's down.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, fucking Jesus,
that's
Mary.
quite nice.
Oh,
Cherry.
oh, mama, you twisted my arm.
That tastes like a fizzy drink.
Yeah.
Doesn't even taste like booze. That
That's
goes
like
down so well.
fucking cherryade, isn't it?
That's
Yeah, that's splendid.
Got a tiny little hint of...
is bloody lovely.
Oh. I tell you what, I've never liked a fruit beer before. Like, I've tried all these fucking... we go to those wanky German Christmas markets. You ever been to one of them?
No.
Oh, you're a fucking... You're a...
Lucky man.
Save
lucky
this man.
Protect me.
don't take him.
Protect this.
Yeah.
What's that from
Dude.
Spider-Man? Protect him, he's a hero! They're fucking awful. And they have these
That is delightful.
wanky, horrible fruit beers, but my God, that's good.
That's wow.
Slash Red, you've actually done a very nice job there. For
Yeah.
a man who doesn't drink beer, really. Goes down quite
And
nice.
for a man who hates the French.
You?
That's-
Not me. I love the French.
He hates the French.
I actually think the French
I'm
are
impartial. I'm impartial
fucking... No,
to the
I
French.
think they're funny. I
think they're funny.
I think they're funny too.
And just look
and
at
they've
them.
also got a quite like they marry women and have like the other woman flat out, and the wife and all
Yeah.
just accepts it. The French don't give a fuck. And one of my favorite, there's a guy, right? There's a guy on fucking Insta called Le Baron, right?
Le
And
Baron.
he
Le
is
Baron.
like the Tate. He is the Andrew Tate of France. He's a fucking G. You want to see him? You want to see what he says about Greta Thunberg on a story and all? He's got like 40,000 YouTube subscribers, and I just typed my name in the Google one day, and this guy done a 30-minute deep dive into me.
What?
And I watched it, and it was actually really good. It was really impressive. So I started talking to him, and he said, "Gee, he doesn't give a fuck." And I think he is the epitome of French. They don't give a shit.
No,
See if
they
you
don't
don't like
care.
them. They
No.
they couldn't care less if you got lost at sea. They're the most arrogant people in the world. They're like,
They
yeah,
are
he doesn't like me.
arrogant as
I
fuck.
couldn't give a flying fuck. I am going to go and sleep with the other woman here while my wife is at home making dinner. And I'll show up to my wife after and say, "Take it in the chin, love." It's part of the culture. They are. I actually do like them.
Part of culture.
No, but the men do. That's common practice in France. I'm going to Burgundy in France here soon as well. Chateau de Varans. I went there a few months ago. They've invited me back. I'm gonna go Burgundy in France, and like there was fucking nothing to do. Man, it's in the middle of nowhere.
But fuck nowhere, like
But it was beautiful.
yeah, that's
And like I even remember one of the girls in like one of the local shops. You can tell she hadn't seen like any man ever probably.
dripping like
It
a
was-
fuck
it was-
French.
she is
Proper
16.
dad.
And she was like, "Oh fuck."
Mon
Where are you
ami.
from like Ireland, was it as if Ireland was like an ancient tribe that hadn't been discovered before. Oh, oui. It was lovely. So yeah, I'm going back there again. Don't know if she'll still be there. Probably in Ireland.
One can hope.
So yeah, I like the French. And this beer is lovely.
Should come up with a fucking gut on her and be like, "Oh, Monsieur Connor, this is yours."
No, nothing
No, dear, no, heavens, no.
That's. Do you ever see the guy? He goes on like it's obviously fake, but he goes on. He's doing a rap song on BBC, and he's like, "Me and you, baby, we used to have fun." 6 months later, nah, that's not my son. Do you see him?
I've seen that.
And the BBC guy was like, "Oh, cut it." He's like, "Nah, that's not my son."
Oh, God bless him.
Abandonment, hilarious.
Right, where are we at on the TripAdvisor rating for Beer of the Week out of 5? Connell, we'll start with you. Out of 5, where are you at?
I actually really enjoy that as a non-beer
for
drinker.
a man that doesn't drink beer or cider and only Baileys.
That's just like it goes on really easily, really soft. 4.5. I actually
No
I'm really,
abs.
We
No
don't
abs.
do abs around here, mate.
4.
Oh, good
Wouldn't
shout,
give it a
good shout.
5, like, but I wouldn't know what a 5 is. Apart from Billy's and French.
Out of a 4.
Right, Marlon.
Right.
Marlone.
I'll tell you what.
Marlon.
Marlo. Deep throat in that
I'll
bottle.
go home. I will fucking go home.
Marlon.
Marlo.
I don't. Yeah, as you said, like, I'm not a big fan of all of the. That's a proper flavored fucking lager beer. The only one which I've had, like, which compares to that was the Wild Beer Lemon.
That was fucking good.
It's incredible. It's a one and done.
Yeah, no, 2 would be too much.
4. I'm at a 4.
4? Yeah, I'm going to sit with the boys. I got to toe the party line and go for a 4. That is, it's good, man. But like, it's. I think anything that's really that heavily flavored is, like you say, a one and done.
One and done. You don't want to sesh on it.
No.
It's
But it's
definitely
good.
not
It's
sessionable.
definitely good though. Like it's the first fruity beer I've ever had in my life that's fucking shit hot. So let's fucking hit that. That is slash red.
Question.
Go on.
Last red, thank you very much. If you two were going to be a beer, what sort of beer would you be? Would you be a fruity beer?
I would, yeah. I'd be like a citrus pale ale. Absolutely, all hands down. Marlon would be a
Bitburger.
Marlon would be like
Strong, sessionable.
a strong sort of lagery. I don't know, bollocks. Right.
I'd probably just be Guinness or something.
Do you like Guinness?
Yeah, I like anything Irish. I just love
I
Ireland.
don't feel bad that I ain't got the Guinness set up in
No,
there.
it's cool. I got Billy's.
What,
That's
for
all I
the-
really drink.
For the one person that I drink it.
Fuck off. You know what the worst part is? It only lasts about 7 or 8.
What French and Irish here? What the fuck is this guy at?
Not you, cunt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fair. Get him.
Fuck
Get him.
off.
Joylo loves
Sugar-free Guinness.
Guinness, but you can only have 0%.
Guinness Zero is actually
it'll be-
really nice.
Yeah,
it'll be-
it
that's
is,
it.
yeah.
Do you know what's mad? Like, because I try not to drink at all, really, apart from Bailey's. I don't drink it all apart from Bailey's, genuinely. But I was drinking Guinness Zero, and I was drinking it like I was an alcoholic. It's going through like tins and tins to get it there. Like, it was actually stressful, even just the noise of it. It was like, oh, hard day's work done.
Have they still got the floaty widget in or no?
Well, sorry?
Have they got the
Yeah,
floaty
they've
widget in?
they've got a widget in them. Yeah, it's nitro. It's nitrogen filled. So it's got.
It's actually all right.
Yeah, no, I've enjoyed a pint or two with Chilo, and I think
Of
it's
Guinness Zero.
yeah.
What a loser. What the fuck?
Guinness Zero, fucking Jesus
New
Christ.
host is really needed here. Like,
Oh, mate.
root canals and Guinness Zero. What
This is why
going on here?
every week I have to put up with this.
Yeah. It's pathetic.
I'm a man.
Well, yeah, no, I can't say anything.
On another note, I have just won things on eBay.
What have you won?
A faulty N64
Boomerang.
console and Peter Kay's Phoenix Knight Series 1 and 2.
Well, aren't you a boomer?
Wow. You must get loads of pussy with that.
Chief,
around to my house.
Chief is the only pussy I need.
Here, mom, baby, watch Peter Kay with me.
Oh no, she hates
Do you know
him.
what that's called? Fanny dehumidifier.
I have managed though. Obviously he's doing his tour this year.
Peter Kay?
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
Yeah. So
Fuck
he's
me.
touring again.
He's
I'm
got diabetes.
He's got diabetes. What?
no, he's skinny as fuck
No
now. Is
way.
he?
He's
Yeah.
skinny.
No.
Wait, why did you even watch him? The only thing funny about him was the fact he was grotesquely overweight.
I love Peter Kay. Cause all my family.
me.
Well,
I'm getting the word.
nonce.
That's from him.
No,
it's not-
that's from Phoenix Nights.
Man, I have no idea.
Charles Baptiste.
Right.
Nice.
I like Theo Vaughn at the moment.
Who?
The man's a savage.
Theo Vaughn.
So yeah,
is
my
fucking
best
hilarious.
friend, like he killed someone. He said it was the most relaxing thing
Yeah.
he ever did.
Have you not seen Theo Vaughn?
No.
Oh, mate, he is easily one of the funniest comedians online at the moment.
The thing is he doesn't try to be funny.
He just makes up lies. He's like, anytime you say anything, you go, yeah, well, there's a guy like that in my town.
That's
do you ever hear the story about like fucking Mr. Cinnamon?
No.
He's like, there's a guy in his street. He just carried around cinnamon, and all the kids are like lick cinnamon out of his hand and all. Man, he just makes up. See if you say anything, he'll make up a story about it. He's hilarious.
There
But
was back when I grew up, back in my town. Yeah, there was.
My bloke.
Yeah, that's the other one. Yeah.
yeah. Did you ever hear the game
Oh,
where he's
look.
like, we used to play dick chicken? They're like, what's that? He's like, we'd all get our wieners out, or as you call them in the UK, dicks. And he's like, we'd just stand there and hold each other's wieners, and whoever got a boner was gay. And they're like, were you good at it? He goes, yeah, one real good season. He's a funny bastard. He's funny. Joe Rogan has him on a few times.
He does. Right, Connell, what I wanted to ask you about, mainly about your social media antics, basically.
Yeah.
What sort of trouble have you got in through social media that you can talk about?
Okay, define legal trouble.
Any trouble? Fucking doxing.
Yeah, I got my address leaked. Which is pretty bad. Got my address leaked, believe clothing related. Bought something off Depop, secondhand selling platform.
Ralph Lauren.
Buying vintage Ralph Lauren jumper. There's only maybe like 5 or 6 of these made. Bought
5 or
it.
6?
Yeah, so 5 or 6 of them online. There's probably maybe a couple hundred made, but trying to source these pieces is a nightmare. So got one and wore it in a video, and the chap who sold me it just put my address out.
Tons.
Cunt. Yeah, people were coming to my door, kids writing me letters. And I got a message from someone who hated me. He's like, I'm gonna send donkey shit to your door. It's just weird. Like,
What?
yeah, it's bad. The kids were just sending me screenshots of my address. But it was my student house, so it wasn't at least it wasn't my family house. That was a pretty bad one. Had issues with this is a big one, and you boys are probably gonna know a bit about this. A wee bit more deep than the usual shite that we chat, but parasocial relationships. And I don't know if any of you know about this, do we?
No, you briefly spoke about it in the car on the way down here, and
Yeah.
I said, well, hold it till later, because I'm interested in what this is.
What about you, Mars?
That
much about
is a term I have not heard of.
So, for anyone who doesn't know, parasocial relationship is having a relationship with someone that you have never met or properly conversed with online. It is a fake relationship. For example, I love Jim Morrison from The Doors. He's dead now, but if I met him, I'd go up to him and be, oh, Jim, I know everything about you. You know what school you went to, you know every fucking detail about you. So I started having issues
Kind
with
of same
that.
with me with Johnny Cash.
Yes, and you would meet Johnny Cash, and he would go, who the fuck are you? Unless
What
he
the
goes,
fuck you
oh,
doing
you're
now?"
from the Doghouse, I know you, fuck. And maybe
Shut
he's
up.
got a parasocial relationship with you, but yes, so
Imagine that.
we've both got parasocial relationships. So anyway, yes, the parasocial relationship is knowing somebody through online, and it's just essentially thinking you know them, but in reality, you don't know fuck all about them. You don't know them as a person.
And it's
Never
only a
met them, and
one-way
it's a one-way
relationship.
street. So I've had issues with that. Fortunately, I get a lot of love online, just like you boys. I do not get much hate. The odd feminist, person with blue hair, etc.
Screechers.
Yeah, like pronouns and bio, etc., which I've got nothing really against. Do your thing. I like when somebody does their own thing. It's kind of rock and roll, but it's just that those people tend to hate me. But yeah, so I go out one night, get a lot of people who give me a lot of love, really, really great. But I go out some night and this guy knows fucking every detail about me, and he's been following me from the get go. I've only been on social media for a year and a half, but
And he's like a day one.
day one, and he's been watching everything every day, and he shows me, he's like, oh, I'm wearing Ralph Lauren and shit. So he starts showing me he's literally wearing it there, and then shows me his texts in his group chat, and he's sharing every single video. He knows the names of my best friends. He knows the name of my best friend's sons. he has followed everyone that I follow on social media. So this was all a real big learning curve for me, because I then realized, fuck, I need to like really reel in what I'm posting on my stories here, because I'm posting a picture of my friend's art page because I'm with him. I just tag his art page, not thinking anything of it. Then he finds him, then he finds his son, then he knows everything about us, then he knows what holiday I'm on. So he's like, oh, how was the Chateau de Varans? How was that? Knows everything about me. How was England? How was this guy? How was that guy? I seen you with them. Anyway, long story short, pretty much I'm in London on lads holiday, meet this boy, me and the boys are all there, and in the pub, meet him, he's talking to me, and then have about a half an hour chat. Always got time for people when they come up, obviously. Yeah. Because if anybody likes you boys, they probably have the same mindset as you. Like, that's natural. Like, you boys are an acquired taste to an extent, as am I. We say things that aren't necessarily, you know,
PC.
textbook, PC per se, and can rile people up the wrong
acceptable,
way.
yeah.
Yeah, in some regards, definitely. So yeah, I like when people come up. I think we probably think the same, dress the same, have similar ideologies.
I have not got Ralph Lauren socks though.
Oh, loser. I've got some in my bag here.
JCB or Dickies, mate. Shout out to Tommy.
JCB socks are thick, good quality shit, but here. But anyway, so
I only wear cum socks.
yeah, fair, so do I. He wears your cum socks. But yeah, so anyway, this boy comes up to me and this boy's giving me a nice spiel, knows everything about me, and then says, right, mate, come on, sit down. And I've been with him for a good 20 minutes, half an hour. I'm on a lad's holiday. I say, mate, know what it is? It's lovely chatting to you, but I need to go meet my mates, because my mates don't stick around when I'm getting a chat. Because there's like, right, mate, we're going to enjoy our night here. Like, I don't know this boy, he's not talking to me. We're just standing, loitering, essentially. But yeah, essentially, this boy's talking to me. I say, mate, I need to go. Lovely chatting. He says, no, come on to another pub. I'm like, no, mate, I honestly need to get my mates. And he starts going, you think you're better than me, don't you? And like, starts getting really annoyed. And then I like, mate, no, don't worry. Like, I'm on a lad's holiday.
I'm not here with you.
Yeah, exactly. I need to go and see my friends here.
But the thing is, this is not me trying to give you a big ego or a big head, but the fact that you've taken 20 minutes out of a fucking lad's holiday to sit down and speak to this bloke on a man-to-man level and just have a good chat with him and like embrace that he appreciates the stuff that you do and is a fan of yours, that's over and above.
Yeah, well,
absolutely
like,
over and
who
above.
The fuck? Who else would do that?
Like this week, I was on a fucking dog walk this week. Shout out to Kieran Henley. I was on a dog walk and he drove past on the estate. Reg, I was like, all right, mate. And I just kept going because I had to get back and get the other dogs out.
Yeah.
I texted him later. I said, look, sorry, mate. I was really in a fucking rush. Don't worry about it. But like, appreciate that, you know.
Yeah,
like,
and I always
in
try
your position,
Yeah, and that's just one of those things. I liked him. He liked the clothes. He knew a lot about me. So he asked me a lot of questions, and I obviously, he's been following. So it means a lot. But yeah, I say I need to go. And then he does this weird thing with his foot, and he wraps it around me, like his leg around me. We're standing, and it kicks me from behind almost. Do you know what I'm talking about? That sort of angle. He
kicks you in the back of the calf
essentially.
Almost,
Like, kicks me, like, where are you going? Like, almost tripped me up when I'm leaving. Like, mate, I need to go. You think you're better than me, don't you? You think you're this and all. Like, I've been following you, and then just smacks me and chips my back tooth, like almost knocks it out. And he's like, I've been following you for ages, and just got real annoyed and just hit me an absolute lamp. So that's a bad situation to be in, and that's one of those things on social media that you need to be aware of. But it was weird because it just progressed from being so sincere and kind that like, I love you, to then the reality of like, oh fuck,
you're leaving me.
Maybe this guy doesn't know me. Oh, why are you leaving me? I've been so loyal to you. And obviously it means a word, but I can't do much. I'm here on a lad's holiday.
Yeah,
and then
what more do you want from me, man?
Fuck it. Look, you could look at my tooth now. It's still fucked. But
that's a fucking strange situation. Like,
I've never even fathomed the idea of something like that. That's something, if I probably didn't bring that up here, you'd probably never think that would. I've never even heard that happen to someone before. But yeah, parasocial relationships. So that is just something that for me has been a big, massive learning curve and a bad side to social media.
Do you feel like you've been chucked in at the deep end?
Well, it all sort of happened very quickly.
That's what I mean.
That's it. You went to 0 to 100 real fucking quick.
Yeah, it seems like that. It's been good, and I have been working for it. A lot of people just like, there's some chicks out there who'll post one video and get 1 million views.
Yeah, that's it. But you are like,
you've been grinding,
you're constant, and all your shit is, I want to say, real. It's funny. It's original. It's
Thank you very much.
Hilarious.
Thank you very much.
Honestly,
thank you very much. But it just appeals to boys like all of us listeners of this pod. Like it's shit that we do day to day.
Yeah.
How many of your friends, like, it's stupid shit like, oh, my friend literally slammed the girl in my spare room there and finished in 13 seconds. I'm going to post about that tomorrow. Me leaving the house after, giving her best 13 seconds of her life. And there's a ton of people in this who are listening to this who are going to go, fuck, I did that, or my best friend did that. It's just normal shit that all boys do. So people do resonate with it to an extent. And maybe that's why I'm not glamorizing any sort of lifestyle. And I think that's why people seem to like it.
It's
but
real
yeah,
shit.
it's
It's
not
like, what is it you put on there? It was like women that would get it 146, text to my ex 4012, women I left the club with 0. And then it's like a video
She'd
of you.
get it 1,000. Me and all the boys leave the club. Girls who got it -10. Yeah. Calls with my ex-girlfriend 60. Answered calls with my ex-girlfriend -60. Yeah. It's
It
true.
fucking kills me,
It
man.
shows you how pathetic boys are at the core. Like, but yeah, it is what it is.
Is that where it all comes
Yeah.
from? Is it the whole like, going out, she'd get it, yeah, right, fucking, she'd have it. It's
Yeah.
like, you'd like, just think of these things, and you're like, I should write them down, man.
Mate, it's just because I will literally be in a situation and just note down what happened and be like, that's it.
I've started, like, obviously we've been doing this for over 2 years now. Some weird things that happen, I've started just writing them down.
Do it.
Because it is, think of the weird thing, but the weird thing just leaves you straight away.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. There's like so much shit that you just do in a day-to-day life that people don't capture. And it's because it's so common practice. Like, it's so common practice for my friend to blurt in 13 seconds that I wouldn't think anything of it. But like one day I was like, right, I'm going to write that down. Or like stupid shit like fire reacting in an Instagram story. I don't know what your age range is, probably older, but fuck me. All of us just, I'm going to be lazy. Don't have any idea how to chat up with this girl, but I'm going to fire react her story. And the worst conversation of all time starts. Videos like that get like 5 million views. And it's just stupid, but everybody relates to it. Do you know what I mean?
It is, though. It is. Just, I've been watching your stuff for the last couple of weeks, and I've just been like, this is so fucking real, man.
It's so stupid.
Like, everything is so real. Like,
It's on point.
it is. That's exactly the
But
right.
there's been a few ones where I've posted, I'm like, right, I don't know if anyone else does this. I don't know if it's just me. And then you get a reaction, you're like, fuck, we're all on the same page. I posted one recently. It was quite, it was received really well. Got like 1 mil or so. And I posted, and I was like, me walking up to the sexy in the smoking area to ask for a lighter, even though I've got 4 in my pocket. And like, everybody like, fucking, yeah, girls and chicks and all were doing it. Like, yeah, we do that too. Fuck me. We're all the same.
Yeah. We're all scumbags.
Yeah, we're all just lazy bastards. We don't have any sort of chivalry. Is quite literally dead. Dead as fuck.
Yeah.
What's the sort of creative process behind it?
I just sit with my friends and think of shit. Just
Just
look
think
at shit
of
and go,
shit.
we're all assholes here. And that's funny. Like I literally just think of stuff that we all do. I try and find the most normal thing that happens and just clip it and just go, right, that's it. That is the most normal thing that we do. That's it. That's an idea for a video, and then see if other people think it's normal. Something that resonates with everyone. Essentially, is what I'm saying. Like, does this resonate? Is this what boys do? Do we all do it? And our girl's going to laugh at the fact that all boys do it. And that's
Something
really
that appeals to everyone.
yeah. I do the odd one where I talk about like men's mental health and things like that because I take a lot of pride in masculinity and these sorts of topics and read a lot about that. So I do also dabble on that end of things, but yeah, you need to be very careful doing that in this day and age. Very careful.
That's a sad thing, really.
crazy. Fucking crazy because you could get labeled an extremist like that. Like that. Me even saying like I don't encourage people to watch porn. People will be looking at that like, whoa, fucking, why are you trying to tell boys not to do? Why are you trying to shut down the sex market? You're like, fuck me, I'm just telling boys it's not great for you to sit down wanking all day long. Although it is sort of funny to know what topic of porn you watch. What do you watch right now? What do I watch? So yeah, dabble with real shit too. And then I obviously have to do clothing stuff here and there and switch it up. Do the odd skit. The skits do well. Have you seen them?
I love the skits.
Yeah, skits are funny. Do you know there's a pretty big fucking brand reached out to me, not quite Ralph Lauren level, but along that, and we have mentioned them in this podcast.
Okay.
So I'll say no more.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, potentially, no comment. But this guy, they reached out to me.
No comment.
How stupid is that? Right enough, but we'll not get into it again. But yeah, they reached out and asked me to do a brand deal for them, but they asked would I delete some of the videos.
Really?
I said
no.
Nah. They asked me to delete the video, the paedophile content one. Did you see that one? It's like, you've been caught by the paedophile hunters? And I said, my earphones on. Yeah. What? She asked me what I'm wearing. Yeah, Ralph Lauren. You may fuck off. Now you're like, oh, I'm trying to catch you for paedophile hunters. Yeah, it's all Ralph Lauren. Just fuck off. Yeah. Then they asked me to delete that, and I said no.
Nope.
It would have been the biggest brand deal of my life, but fuck selling yourself out.
That's big of you, man.
But I don't care. If you're going to ask me to delete that,
No,
it's a
you're not.
lighthearted
The thing is,
joke,
you're not.
like,
You're
yeah.
not. You're
You
not
do-
standing up for
Yeah.
the ethics and morals that I have, or the stance that I'm taking here.
Yeah.
If somebody
it's
wants
just-
to support
it's
us,
just
they
a
want to
fucking
support us.
joke, man.
Exactly.
It's just a fucking
Exactly,
joke.
man. Yeah, 100%.
And like we do stupid shit all the
the
fucking time. We say off-color things. We say probably things which you probably can't say anymore.
yeah.
But that's us. If
Yeah,
you
like, if-
want a deal with us, this is what we do. You fight yourself.
people-
We're
people
going to
love you
change
boys.
nothing.
You have sold out fucking 2 pubs pretty much tomorrow to come, not the big year,
3.
goes up 3 pubs.
Nearly 4.
Nearly 4 to come see you. So brands should take that as you are. This is who they are. Take it in the chin. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. You're not removing any podcast.
No.
I'm not removing any content. Like, I don't care if you're going to pay me fucking...
That's it. We're not selling out. We're going to
Stupid
stay
money,
the same. We are who we are, and this is what we do.
See, to be fair, that brand deal, I literally would have been able to get it pretty much. Yeah, it would have sorted me out a lot. It helped me an awful lot. Still, fuck selling out your morals for that shit.
No.
Merci beaucoup.
Sorry.
Where's the bad boy?
Oh no! So cut the plastic.
Oh right, yeah.
Hey, you, I'll take my
that-
cut
that-
back.
For the audio listeners, which is most of you, I think.
Fucking.
I'm trying to cut this fucking.
What are you? That is the most. Right. Okay.
How we do it in Ireland? Did you hear that racism? Fucking racist towards the Irish.
There's no racism here.
I know, actually. You're awful.
You and my wife were
awful
talking
nice,
about
man.
fucking back in the old day.
Yeah, nice woman. Very nice woman.
Yeah.
Good to see a nice relationship like that.
What? Me and my wife?
Yeah, like you don't come across that too often anymore.
What? Just
Just like Sue sound. Like Sue sound. You just see nags. None of my friends' girlfriends are fucking nag. My friends themselves aren't very good partners either.
she's been in it so long now that she's just. I think it's like Stockholm syndrome. She's just sort of fallen in love with the character.
Stockholm syndrome. She's been kidnapped and fallen in love with you.
She just knows that this is how it goes every
That's-
Friday or Saturday night.
Yeah,
There's gonna be a
yeah.
podcast on. She's gonna be able to sit down with the
the
dogs
boys.
and fucking do nothing.
And have
Living the
less of
dream.
you.
Yeah.
Get
A
rid
whole
of him.
night from you, man.
You're not doing a podcast tonight. Fuck off. Get out. I'm gonna
So
watch Downton Abbey.
So Connell, can we talk about the Channel 4 show?
Yeah. Hit me.
We can.
Yeah, of course.
How the fuck did that come about?
Do you know what? I actually get asked to do quite a lot of reality TV. I usually
We
reject
spoke
it.
just before we started. Were you here for that?
Oh,
No.
don't talk about that company. That one that asked me to do
Can,
it. But
we,
yeah,
can we
there's-
not talk about the?
Yeah, no. Is that what the? Yeah, no, can't talk about.
We
it.
can't talk
No,
about
and
that. Okay.
there's one coming up that I might be doing. It's a big one, but I need to decide whether I want to do it or not. It's pretty gonna be a big one,
Oh.
but I'll decide on that.
Yeah, and by that time you'll have forgotten about us, and you'll never come back on the podcast.
I want, if this does well and people like it, I want to be coming back every 6 months.
Fuck what the people
Yeah.
think. I like you. You cunt.
Yeah.
Come back for us.
Yeah, no, I will.
Not for
Happily.
them. For
Happily.
us.
No, this has been such fun, and then we're going to go to a fucking gin bar after, so we can get us mint leaves.
Fuck this cunt.
Did you see? Did you see the video of Brooklyn Beckham?
No.
Oh, Brooklyn Beckham, obviously David Beckham's son. Somebody.
Oh, was it the weird fucking
the gin one? The gin one.
Yeah,
Where he's like,
it
"I'm
takes
a
like
bit of-"
45 minutes to make his mother a fucking martini or
yeah.
something.
45
Man,
minutes.
he said he was a fucking. Somebody pulled up to him, and he was driving the car to his videos. What do you do for a living? He's like, yeah, I'm a chef and bartender. And then he does a video about how he makes a gin.
In 45 minutes. I'd
Yeah.
have died of thirst.
It didn't.
Yeah, I'd be writing a horrible Yelp review after that.
Yeah.
Doesn't it take him like? It takes him
Not
like
out of
40
5.
minutes to make his mum a gin and tonic or something
and
stupid.
He was acting like he's like, I'm a bit of a madman in the kitchen, and he puts mint leaves in the gin and tonic. That's every basic bartender in every place ever. Yeah. You
I don't
mad
want no
bastard.
fucking groceries in my drink.
Yeah, no. Nepotism, baby. But that's what he is, a nepotism child. That's precisely what
Yeah,
he is.
I think-
Unfortunately, you're born. I'd love to be a nepotism child like that, where your dad's.
I think we
David
all
Beckham.
would. I mean, if we were in it, we'd love
Yeah,
it. But it's
100%.
you're a product
But then-
of your environment.
Also, how hard? Like he's clearly struggling to identify as any sort of independent
What the fuck
person.
do you, with all that money, what the fuck do you do?
But
Yeah,
you're also, no matter what you do, that's the thing. No matter what he does,
That's the same as
He
He
David
will always,
Beckham's son.
yeah.
Willow Smith and the other one.
oh,
Was it-
they're actually talented. That's it. Willow Smith has had songs that are on the charts. And
Yeah.
she's actually talented.
yeah,
And
but in
Jaden
the same
Smith-
in the same vein,
yeah, whether
Would-
they'd make it or not. But
without that second name,
yeah, well, if you think about it, how many of those celebrities don't celebrities' children do not go on to leverage themselves quite well. They've
I'll
done
tell
well
you
to
something
leverage
now
it.
that I only found out in the last couple of weeks. You ever heard of a company? Well, we've spoken about it a lot, Marlon. It's a brewery
Right.
called.
Guinness.
I'm gonna forget it now. It's not. It's not fucking Beavertown. What's the other one?
Fever Tree.
Oh fuck! Oh my god! Why am I pulling such a fucking blank on this?
Because you're a useless cunt.
Oh, geez.
I would actually. Do you know what? That would do it. That would be a good answer.
No, I texted to my sister the other day. I have to look back and try and find it.
Sorry,
Oh.
audience.
Big up, your sister, who actually got me on the pod.
Yes, shout out to Gabrielle. Yes,
Gabrielle,
I
thank you
knew,
kindly.
I knew she'd be loving that as well.
He doesn't have TikTok, and whenever I message, get in touch, chat to the boys. His sister was the one who said, "Fuck yeah, get him on. He's an asshole like you two." 3 assholes in a room. Girlfriend, I don't ever want to see you. I don't ever want to
Sigma tune.
Girlfriend.
This is it. No, I was right. But I didn't want to get it wrong. Right. Led Zeppelin.
G.
Yeah. Robert Plant. Yeah.
Listen to his podcast every day.
Yeah.
He sings about being a backdoor man.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he says his mum kicked him out of the house, and he's like, "I'm literally a newfangled backdoor man," because his dad kicked him out the back.
So Robert Plant, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what his son does? Have any idea?
No,
Go on, Marlon. Go on. If anyone should know it,
Marlon.
you should.
Mechanic.
He owns Beavertown.
smashed it.
Fucking.
Fair fucking play.
That's
smashed
what I was
it.
getting at. On his own. Nothing to do with his old man. Not tried to be a musician. Not just like, do you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go out and do my own thing.
I rate that so highly. Fair play to you. You've taken what you get. That's what we're meant to do at the end of the day. We're meant to outdo
Do our own shit.
predecessors. We're meant to try and outdo our forefathers and those before them. And we're meant to take the legacy of your family name elsewhere.
Sorry, Dad. I become a Land Rover mechanic.
Well, I always think like, for the longest
You're smashing it, mate. Shut up.
the longest time, I always thought like I'm going to be living in the shadow of my old man because my dad has achieved so fucking much in his years.
Yeah.
And then I sort of realized that doesn't really matter. Like, I don't care. And then I started a podcast. I was like, fuck you, Dad.
Yeah, no, here.
I got my own shit.
Like 15,000 people a fucking week tune in and listen to me.
Fantastic. And that's great. Exactly. You've done well. And you're only going to keep getting better.
Yeah.
My dad was an author, or is an author. So, like, what the fuck's he thinking about me doing these talks?
Connell, I've seen you on Twitter this week.
Yeah, that was bad. Like, we were talking about this earlier. My parents could not have gave a shit about me doing well on social media. Well, in quotation marks.
Okay, it's
what
because
define
they
well.
like
Different generation.
Yeah, that's
It
it.
is a different
But my
generation.
dad seen me getting cancelled in quotation marks on Twitter, and then he rang me. So, I was getting like 11 million views at this stage a week. I'm doing better not at this stage, but for then I was like, fucking getting 11 million views a week. I was ecstatic, and he couldn't give a shit. And then he rings me one day. He's like, "Here, there's a politician from north of Ireland here tweeting about you, hating on you. Are you getting big online?" And I'm like, "Fuck, I've been telling you." 11 million people are watching this every week, and you're fucking only now going, "Oh, some
Shit.
new politician locally saying my son's an asshole." Happy days. I'd love to see it. Like, you love to see it. Get on you, boy. Get on you. Fuck me.
It took some random politician
Yeah.
to fucking out.
To be gone, he's a prick. And then my dad was like, "Oh,
Ah,
that's my boy." Not
big in the
that-
game now, Shag.
not
Big in the
that-
game.
Yeah, we had like 60 likes as well. The politician was fucking irrelevant. Don't worry about the video that got 1.8 million likes, Dad. But like the fucking
The 60 fucking like
he can't
politician
even get
cunt.
he can't even get a seat anymore because nobody cares about him because he's washed up. Yeah, good on you, boy.
Look like Arlene Foster after half an ounce of coke.
Arlene Foster, like Arlene Foster.
Right, so you were on Make Me a Prime Minister.
I was indeed.
Did they approach you?
Yeah, they asked me to do it a few times, but I always said no because, like reality TV, I don't know if it's for me. That's why I'm still indecisive about a potential one. We spoke about this off camera. There was one that reached out, said no to. It was kind of a decent one, but yeah, I always said,
Can we leave a hint?
Are there any decent ones?
Not even a slight.
There's
hint.
two I
just
can
because-
think of. You got
just
Love
because.
Island or Big Brother.
yeah, okay. We'll leave it at that. But yeah, so this one reached out and I said no. And then they messaged again and I said no. And they messaged again. I said no. And the message randomly going, can we have your phone number? We'd love to have a chat with you. And I was like, fuck me, yes.
Hello,
And I
man. Whispering.
I was like, yeah. They talk dirty to me or something. But, they didn't. So I actually gave them a phone number because I was getting a bit seething that they wouldn't stop fucking messaging. No, I was.
Imagine if Channel 4 were like flat out messaging you.
I could show you the messages. They didn't fucking stop. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but anyway, they definitely had a criteria.
They wanted you.
Because it was like the piss take Tory videos and stuff. They were like, right, get this on. This is curtains, straight white male who says controversial shit.
Yeah,
That
but they
is your
didn't
bread
really
and-
put too much of that out there.
Wait to see why. Like, it was weird. Weird. So, and let's go. They messaged me and they're like, right, do you want to come on? I said no a few times. Then they ring me and said, we'll fly you first class to London. And I said, can I bring a friend? And they were like, yeah, we'll fly you. You and your friend come down. So I go over with my best friend. I was kind of broke for a while I was in uni. He was making pee. So he sort of sorted me out. Like, not sorted me out, he never gave me money, but he always like looked after me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Always- his mother would
If he was on the
literally-
come up, you were too.
yeah, well, like exactly. And he was doing well. He was working and still in university and he's making good money. And his mum would like make me cook meals because typical student, you're fucking skint. I was eating waffles. His mum was making me like roasts and bringing them down and all. So I was like, look, mate, I've got a fucking hotel in London, flights, everything, just come down. So he comes down with me and he's like, right, what's going on? Are you going to do this audition? Fuck no. I'm not showing up to this shit tomorrow. We're going to have a night out in London here. They paid me to come over. I'm like, fuck these assholes. I'm not doing. Mate, I swear to God, on my nephew's lives, like, swear to fuck. And I'm like, I'm not going to this fucking audition tomorrow. Let's go out here. Let's party. We've got a first class. You booze. You do whatever you want. We've got a nice hotel. We'll go out and we'll not show up. And he's like, right, okay, cool.
You're kidding.
Yeah, so I go out and we get home at like 5 or 6 in the morning. And this is going to sound ridiculous, right? This is going to sound outrageous, but he actually has a factual snoring problem.
Oh, yeah, I've got friends like that. Don't
Mate,
worry.
he-
Yeah,
no,
no, I know.
I've had neighbours ring me and be like, do you want us to call the police? I think someone's broke into your house here. Like a wild boar and shit.
No.
Yeah, mate, it's actually bad. Like his younger brother used to cry when he heard they were going on holiday because he'd have to share a room with him. He'd be like, I don't want to share a room with that cunt. He doesn't stop fucking snoring. It's horrendous. So we get back at like 5 in the morning and I'm sort of just like, right, I'm not showing up to this. And I can't sleep because he's snoring so bad. And I just said to myself, right, I can listen to him for the next 4 hours snoring or I can just go to this fucking audition. Went to the audition. It wasn't an audition. It was more of a, would you just take this? Showed up and they said, would you take it? And then they told me about the money and stuff. And I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. And that's how I ended up on the TV show. Essentially, if my friend didn't snore like an absolute clampet, I wouldn't have done it.
That's fucking mental.
Yeah, it was bad. Like, it was an interesting TV show.
Yeah, that's it. I have watched half of it because I've got a Yellowstone addiction at the minute, so it's hard fitting things in.
It's over now, isn't it? It's well gone. Like, yeah, you catch up.
I am.
Yeah, it's catch up.
Yeah, so I only started watching it.
Did quite well. Got shit tons of hate on Twitter.
You did.
Somebody called me a waste man, which out of all the hundreds of tweets, waste man really resonated with me.
I expect he's one of they cunts
He's a
with a
road
Nike.
man.
Yeah,
He is a road man.
with
I
a
thought our
noncy bags on.
mate, fucking yeah,
Fake
one of
Nike
those,
bag.
one of those a waste man. Mate, I don't even know what that fucking means. I had the
What
Urban
is the
Dictionary.
definition of a waste man?
I Urban Dictionary that it's just a loser and a bum, but it's an English term, so I've never heard it in Ireland, and I don't listen to grime or anything, so I would never know what this term is. And I remember googling it and being really insulted.
Grime's that shit you find in the sink, innit?
Never heard of
Rhyme.
fucking heard of Skepta.
Who the fuck is Skepta?
No, Skepta. What's that other one? Fuck me. I
I
sound old
actually
now.
I don't listen to rap or grime. I only listen to rock and roll and Lana Del Rey and shit.
Oh, Christ. The motherland.
Lana Del Rey is cool. I like her.
I've seen her
uh,
live.
She
I don't
glamorizes
know.
a lot of stuff that I think a lot of young men should like listen to. I don't think she's good for women.
Tonight. That's her, isn't it?
Yeah, but she sings about Jim Morrison and James Dean and Charles Manson. She sings about all these really interesting men. She's cool. I think she's very interesting, quite poetic to be honest. And yeah, anyways.
Sucks what happened to James Dean.
Yeah. Or road traffic accident. Unlucky.
Fuck Porsche.
He's pretty cool though. But where were we?
Sort of on about your time on Make Me Prime Minister.
Oh yeah, no, it was fun, mate.
So you started off as press secretary.
Yeah, like every fucking week I nominated myself to be Prime Minister, so I kicked off because I wasn't Prime Minister. Every week I was like, let me be it. Let me be the Prime Minister, because I had this intention to fuck it all up. I had this intention, right? I was like, they all do a speech and all. I was planning on stand up and ripping my speech up, being like, we just need a fucking coup d'etat. Like, we need to just go nuts here. So I had a plan.
First thing we're going to do
Black Parliament, fucking a lot of them.
Get rid
is
of
cut the fucking Queen's head off.
No. But I was actually just going to try and do something quite like unorthodox, just to be quite funny. Different. Just to be funny.
Controversial.
And exactly. Bingo. You don't go on TV. I didn't take it very seriously. Everyone took it fucking uber serious.
Oh,
my
that bloke in the
God.
first episode.
Which one?
Jesus
Which
Christ.
one was he?
The one which failed.
Darius,
Yeah.
he was fucking hilarious.
He was so convinced of himself.
But he was the nicest boy ever. Like, he got so much hate. He was messaging me being like, can you put up a story? And I'm nice. No. People pay me for stories, dickhead. I'm not promoting you for free. Boy, nobody was a nice man. Him, yeah, mate. We lived in a house together, which people don't know. We had to live together, right?
no.
Because it was COVID shit still.
So you live with Jackie Weaver.
Mate, she fucking hated me. She threatened to hit me on an episode. This old woman, threatened to beat my legs. But then they cut it out so it looked like she was being funny. This woman literally hates my guts. And see the way they edited me? It was hilarious. Like, I watched it and I was like, this is fucking... They'd go like this, right? Sitting at a round table, everyone, right? Alistair Campbell, he was the fucking right-hand man for Tony Blair.
Yeah.
Saida Warsi, she's in the House of Lords, massive in the Conservative Party. They give us all a grilling, and the director goes, everyone at this table speak back, argue back with their opinion. So everybody at the table is, I don't agree with you, Alistair. Me, I strongly disagree with you, Alistair, and Saida. I think I worked very hard this episode. Right? They cut everyone's fucking opinion out apart from mine the whole week, and they just made it look like I didn't shut the fuck up. But they just made everyone speak back and then go, we're going to cut out everyone's part from CONALL's. Yeah. So I just seemed like a mouthpiece, and all the people on Twitter were like, CONALL needs to learn when to shut the fuck up. And I was just going, guys, everybody was told to not fuck up. And they cut everyone's out.
It's fucking TV.
Yeah.
It's all done in the
It's
edit.
heavily
It's all done in the
edited.
edit. It was so bad.
You watch fucking Love Island, and I always think when she's sat there watching it, I'm like, the editors and the fucking directors or whatever and the producers are the ones who will decide who wins.
Who
this.
will make the
100%.
show?
Yeah, well,
Because
yeah.
And who
No
will go
comment.
on to the next week?
And yeah, 100%. And even there's a few clips. Now I've pointed this out. You'll probably be able to see it. If you do, fucking don't. I wouldn't even recommend watching it after I leave. To be fair, I was the only funny one there. Really, I was entertaining because it was like I was quite erratic. I put on the whole act anyway. Not suck my own dick. Everybody, if you like politics, watch it. They all know their shit. I went on to be a mouthpiece, but yeah. There's clips where my mouth isn't moving, and they've put audio from us over it. So there's a bit where this girl's like, "You're really hard to work with." We were having our lunch when she said that, and it was a piss take. So me and her were having our lunch, and the minute we turned our back, they got the clip from us sitting on our lunch break on mic and put it over the top, so it looks
This
like
is
me and her
why you
having an
shouldn't
argument.
trust certain
You
people.
can't.
It
You
was
can't trust them.
wild. It was fucking wild. There's a few other things they had done which they didn't put into the show because we all kicked up a huge fuss. All the directors of Channel 4 had to come down because people were like striking.
Do you get any input what goes out?
No, fucking none.
Once
mate.
you've signed that contract,
You're
that's
done.
it.
You're done. They can do anything they want. So as long as we're mic'd, which we were for 12 hours a day, pretty much.
whatever you say is
But, mate,
theirs.
I was literally not. There's no cameras rolling. Only thing going was our mic, and they took the clip of the girl saying you're hard to work with, and we were taking the piss. We were having a laugh. We were talking about Wagamamas. She's like, "Oh, you're so hard to work with," because we were taking a piss about some random conversation, nothing to do with the show. It's on the show. Bang, and my back's turned, her back's turned, so it looks like she said it, but our mouths aren't moving. You can see the side of our face, but yeah, there was one episode where we all start getting paranoid because we're living in a house together, a hotel together. And constantly talking about politics because these people love politics. I was the only one who wasn't too deeply involved in
Who
the
didn't
political
really
world.
care.
Yeah, I didn't. Like I was the only one who actually had like a following for being like a person, not like a following for talking about autism or things like that. So
Fat people or
yeah, essentially. But yeah, so one episode my paranoia starts kicking in. I'm like, they're setting us up. They were setting us up. Time off Darius,
Yeah.
first episode, set up to make look like a mug, right? And there's 1 week where we're doing an episode about health.
Yeah, I saw
Right.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait to hear what they fucking did that episode, right? They bring us all to a football track and all the directors and shit are like, right, okay, should we just order McDonald's? And we're all sitting in the car, we're like, yeah, McDonald's would be great. My paranoia kicks in. And
They've
I go,
done this for a fucking
Yeah.
reason.
don't eat the fucking McDonald's. I pull all my team aside. We're still on mic. I went, don't eat the McDonald's, right? And then we're like, right, okay, dead on. They're like, my team are saying you're being paranoid. I'm saying, don't eat the fucking McDonald's. If you're going to eat McDonald's, get a wrap.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Yep.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
We're sitting in the car and the directors are discussing it among themselves. Like, should we get a McDonald's? Like, it's whole chilled out. Like, we're sitting in a car, no cameras rolling. Next thing you know,
they're
we
fucking
get
setting
handed
you up.
Marks and Spencer's sandwiches. And none of us think anything of it. The next day, we don't see and we don't meet the other team because they put us in separate hotels at other ends of fucking the county that we're staying in, like Watford or whatever, so we can't converse about what our team's doing. And we meet the other team. They're like, did you get set up by the journalist? And I was like, what do you mean?
Oh.
She goes, I've been caught eating a Big Mac. The journalist took a photo of me eating a Big Mac, giving a health speech. Next day on the newspaper, picture of her eating a Big Mac, preaching about health. And that was our lunch breaks. So we got no break. It was psychological warfare.
12 hours a day set up to fail.
All day. All fucking... They put
That's
us,
hideous, man.
there was one episode, was the obesity one, where I went in and every single idea we proposed was shut down. And I walked out and I said to the cameras, straight at the cameras, like, BBC would never do this. This is a Channel 4 setup. And obviously I was cut out. I was seething because I just knew. I was like, you've told these people. Obviously maybe they haven't. Maybe it's just me being slanderous. But I was like, you've told these people, just whatever we say, fight back,
Cut it
make us look stupid. And unfortunately, some of the boys got made to look like mugs. There was one guy who's really intellectual, owns a charity, and in my opinion, he was made to look daft. They cut out anytime he stuttered. They cut out anything that anytime he stuttered or anytime he looked not very confident. Whereas for me, they just made me look like a mouthpiece. Anytime I slabbered, they just, right, everything else he said of substance, cut it out, get the slabbering in.
Just get it out.
Yeah. So they didn't make me look stupid, thankfully, because that was something I was uber worried about. But that makes somebody look stupid if they don't come across too stupid.
The one thing I really enjoyed was about the obesity episode.
Yeah.
And where it's you and is it Amber, maybe?
Alice. That's the clip where they said they took our lunch break chat.
Yeah. And you two sit down and you're two skinny people. And yeah, she says that.
Yeah.
And then they pan round to a load of like
Fat
larger. Yeah.
Mate, that's what I'm saying. We walked in. She is a lot of people like simp over this girl. She's deemed a very good looking young woman. I've got a large female audience. They've put us two as a team, ironically, to go speak to older fat people. How condescending does that appear?
Yeah, that's what I thought. That is exactly what I thought when I watched it. I thought this is some Channel 4 shit.
And we're like preaching to these old people.
Would you get off your fucking ass if I gave you a gym subsidy?
Mate, they're all medically obese. So they weren't even exercise obese. It's just a complete stitch up. That's when I walked out of that room. I went, BBC would never do this. So you fucking set us up. And that was a hectic episode.
Is this something you would do again?
Is it something I would do again? It was so fun, mate. It was so much fun. I just lived in London for 2 months. I never left the hotel ever once, and I did not party with anyone from like being in Chelsea or anything like that while I was meant to be in a hotel.
Not at all.
Never. It was awful. I did not leave the property ever. So yeah, living in London, I'm 25 now, 24, getting paid good money to be on a TV show. You're literally living in central London. Hard to really beat. Obviously, I didn't leave and lived in a social bubble the whole time, so I had no fun. But yeah.
How did work take that, actual work?
My employer was happy with it. He said it was a great opportunity. My boss is so sound. My boss is just like, look, you're a young man. You're going to meet Alistair Campbell. You're going to be on... Like, the show got a couple million views at each episode. Great publicity. So he just thought, you know what it is, young man. My boss is pretty nice.
You do you, boo.
Go knock. He sort of think opportunist. Go meet these people, make contacts, like make something of yourself if you can. You know,
That's fucking incredible, really,
Yeah,
because
really
not a
solid.
lot of bosses would understand what you've got going on and what you're doing.
yeah. Well, his children are involved. I believe his daughters are like vlogging and stuff. So I think he's a wee
He
bit in the loop.
understands.
He's
He
slightly
understands,
involved in the.
Well, he sort of gets it, and he's also like a pretty smart businessman in the sense that he's got a good online presence, or he's working on getting an online presence for his
Right.
company. So yeah, he's quite sympathetic and understanding, and he's very, 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 very good to me. That's why, I like working there.
So what's coming up for Mr. Conan Doyle?
Probably getting cancelled.
They can't
The
cancel
next-
you.
shortly behind us,
They
maybe.
can't cancel you.
Well, if I'm cancelled, we're all cancelled. If you are cancelled,
Yeah,
I'm
man. I
cancelled.
think that's
Yeah.
Sinking
that's a
ship.
fair thing to
Here,
say.
Rumble, boys. Rumble is where it's at by the sound of things. Rumble, the app. It's where Tate went. That's where Sneeko has went. It's where all the boys who get, Steve will do it. All those boys are hopping on Rumble, which is a platform that's
Oh, really?
taken anyone who's cancelled on YouTube, and they're putting multi-millions into it, and people are getting massive on Rumble.
So is it like a
It's YouTube for cancelled people.
right?
So everybody's going there.
Yeah, but you say YouTube for cancel people. It's more huge. It's more
Uncensored YouTube.
Yeah, it's a social media platform for people who can't be offended by a picture of a shoe.
Yeah, look at it, boys. Look into it. If you put in your podcast on Spotify, put it on Rumble too. You may as well. It's the same concept. You don't need to do anything else. Just put the clip on there.
Yeah.
And it seems like a sick app, sick platform. It's going to be the new big thing. So if Andrew Tate is on it and he didn't even get paid, he just went, fucking get me on that. That says it all. Well, he's in jail now. Like, but
Is he out yet? He's meant to be out soon.
No, he got
another 30 days.
Yeah, that's it. He got
Again?
another 30 days. Yeah.
No.
apparently they've done this thing called phishing to him. So it's illegal in the UK to do this, but it's legal in Romania. I believe that Romania has some sort of ropey
There are a
laws.
lot of things legal in
Oh, like
Romania.
a fishing expedition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so instead of
Hang this out.
well, essentially, if somebody went to walk in here and say, "You boys are all fucking ropey bastards. Here's our warrant. We have proof that you are." They have to have that. They have to have a warrant for your arrest.
They just turn up and go,
They
we're
just
going to
turn
go
up.
looking for
We've
something.
and they've took him in and they've got him 30 days and they're quote unquote building evidence. So they're still fishing, is what it's called.
Yeah,
Fishing for something.
Fishing expedition.
But I do think he's done a few ropey things. But again, look, I believe that if he's done something ropey, he should go to jail. But I don't like. I don't like.
I'm a
cancel
huge
culture.
believer in that. Is
Yeah.
if you've done something wrong, you should be,
And
you should,
prosecuted.
you should stand trial and you should answer for your crimes. But
Yeah.
I don't think what he says. Like I'm the.
I mean,
great-
you've done some hateful
I'm
crimes, mate.
a huge.
Some of the shit you wear is
I'm a huge freedom. Of,
hideous.
I'm a huge freedom of speech advocate, and I believe that anyone should be able to say anything at any time and
Yeah.
within reason.
And if you don't want to listen to it,
don't
turn
listen
off.
to it, you can say
Yeah.
that
Go
bloke's
away.
a fucking prick.
Nobody has a gun to your head.
Yeah. No, I do completely agree. We shouldn't be shutting anyone off. But I do think. Right. So I've got an interesting concept. We talked about this already, the horseshoe theory, didn't we? On this pod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talked about it earlier. So I believe that we went through such intense restrictions, intense. Harry Styles is wearing a dress. If you don't like it, fuck you. You're fucking sexist,
Transphobe
homophobic. Yeah,
piece of
you're.
shit.
So if you don't like that he's doing this, and if you're not staying inside, if you're not getting vaccinated, you're fucking anti-woke. You're not this. You're not that. You're a horrible piece of shit. So when you go and get a lot of opinions rammed down your throat, naturally will come somebody who completely rebels against it. So if you think about, as soon as lockdown was lifted, as soon as people are back to normal, what happens? Hate comes through. Extremists come through. They go to every action has an equal reaction.
I'd never thought of it that way, but I have thought, like you say, not so much about the vaccine thing, but more so about it's been so woke, so, everyone should accept everyone and do everything. And if I want to be a fucking identifier as a toaster, that's okay.
Yeah.
You will.
And the next person that
every-
tells me a vegan, I'm going to burn them.
Every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying, see, especially when it comes to the vaccine, I'm not saying no. I'm not, see, all this stuff, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying these were things that were in the, like, it is a fact that these things were definitely put on people a lot more than your regular opinions. So by doing that, you're going to force people to rebel. So you're going to force the
Yeah,
opposite
literally.
reaction.
Yeah.
Without this vaccination,
If you're going to mandate,
you can't go anywhere.
if you're going to
Yeah,
mandate
exactly.
something,
Yeah.
people are automatically, like you say, going
Going
to
to
say,
rebel.
turn around and go, fuck you.
Yeah, and
Nope.
if somebody put a red button in here, don't push that, right? There might not be anything wrong with, not wanting to push it or wanting to push it, whatever, but you're going to create friction there by
Yeah.
telling people you need to do this, whether it is the vaccine, whether it is agreeing with people's...
Whether it is whatever it fucking is.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter.
If you tell people to not do something,
Or to do it, yet they're going to rebel, naturally. So that's why I think throughout history, we've had these situations where, you've had extremely strict circumstances, and then naturally you cause people to come extreme from the other way, try and break it down. And I think, we just had lockdown. We just had all these tough, strict restrictions, circumstances, opinions being maybe forced heavily on people. Same as America.
Hugely, yeah.
Same as America, Trump, etc. Trump came through, I reckon, because Americans are just so fucking fed up with the textbook status quo. And they're like, do you know what it is? Let's get the maddest bastard in here. Boris Johnson the same. Let's get the maddest person. Let's get them in
See what
to
happens.
rebel.
It was a crazy overlap on it. It was absolutely insane.
Again,
so you had
horseshoe theory.
Obama come in and he was like
A lame duck president.
straight as a fucking dime.
Yeah. But he didn't do
Obama
anything.
hair, boring as shit.
He was beige.
But he was
He was
considered,
duck egg blue.
Yep, but he's considered a lame duck president for not having much of a lasting impact. Very charismatic, very charming. He is. If you describe the president, you would think of those sort of characteristics: charming, slick, looked well, spoke well, very nice man from what it appears. And I've nothing to think of the contrary. Like I think he was a generally nice man, but then again,
Yeah, as a person, great. As a president,
yeah, exactly.
Wow,
And that's why I think we get people.
I'm
like
ready
him.
for 2024, yo.
I don't know. It's going to.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this on the car on the way down. It's either going to be Trump or DeSantis.
Yeah,
I've got
think
a lot.
Biden will be dead
to be
by then.
fair, I've got a lot of time for either of them. So
Yeah.
either way, it's going to be great fun.
yeah, 100%. We should just focus on on what's going on here as well.
I think we do. We focus a lot on America
Yeah.
opposed to our own country. And
because
current,
it's so mad over there.
I think we've just all accepted that Labour are going to get in next time.
Yeah,
And it's again just
Yeah.
going to be another.
Whoever's
Labour get in for 2 terms.
Yeah,
You know,
me too.
and it'll be great to begin with, and people the left wing voters will get what they want, and then it will slowly turn into a shit show. Taxes will go through the fucking roof, and then Labour will
there's
overspend
going
on the
to
public
be a
sector.
point where we can't afford anything anymore.
I'm
And
just tired of the 2-party system, man. I'm just so fucking tired of it.
I mean, Guy Fawkes.
I just don't say things like that. If anything's
It's a
gonna get us cancelled, it'll be that.
Yeah.
but yeah, the whole thing.
Just beat that out.
It's just a horseshoe theory, which is you go so far one way, you end up naturally at the other end of the spectrum. That is how it goes. But yeah, the whole politics scene is very, very, very fucking ropey. And yeah, Make Me Prime Minister was a situation where you're literally set to discuss politics. So no matter what you do, you're going to offend someone.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that creates good TV.
Yeah, it was
Exactly.
It was pretty funny. Like I gained quite a lot of followers off that, even though I wasn't on it the whole way. I got kicked off. Like I missed one episode and I got brought back to the final. Which the girl who's in the final.
I
brought me
will
back.
finish it. I will finish
Don't
it.
even worry about it. Like, there's not a lot of airtime in me, so it wasn't that funny.
Yeah, I was a
Nah.
bit disappointed, really, because I saw that you were
Yeah.
on there, and I watched it, and I was like, motherfucker, is it only episode 2? Did I see like a little bit of you? And I was
Yeah.
like, motherfucker.
It got worse, to be fair. Like, they gave me a lot of airtime later on. There's some episodes were essentially just me being a prick.
Because I
Yeah.
think it's probably because they realised, oh shit, this guy, like, he's got some controversial
He's
shit
got
to
actually
say.
Yeah.
something
He's-
going on.
Oh, holy shit, this guy might have a personality.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, I think that they took me on as some sort of airhead and then didn't realise, because you wouldn't realise that.
look at this fucking bloke that wears Ralph Lauren is just
Yeah.
some TikToker. And then
Yeah.
you're like, actually, I really disagree with this country's immigration policy because of these reasons. And they're like, oh, what the fuck have we got here?
yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Film, record. Yeah, but I remember even one of the directors just messaging me, and she was like, by the way, not going to be a lot of airtime on your first episode, but it's because you're getting it all in second and third. Yeah. And that was a good thing and a bad thing, really. Yeah. There was an episode where I just walked out of a room and just looked at the girl and went, here, we're fucked. and that was the ad. That was the TV ad for the show.
That's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. But yeah, no more reality TV for the moment. Fuck that noise.
No, I don't like how they portray people, really.
It's all done in the edit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
all
of
done
course
in the
it
edit.
is. I mean, we say funny shit and you cut it out.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no,
I'm
we're just-
joking. It's a joke. Don't worry.
I just cut out the shit that is absolutely cannot be said.
yeah.
No. Well, good on you. You need to keep the podcast
Yeah,
going.
I want to keep it going.
Yeah. Well, ease off on the hate crimes there. Yeah, cut that bit out, definitely.
And we will expand the German people's land.
I'm not like the DPRC are taking over Webmore next week, so
Fuck you. You hit me. I was surprised you hit me with that question there. Didn't think you'd be digging that deep. Make me Prime Minister.
Oh, we do
good,
our
mate, we're
research.
good.
Yeah.
We do our
Yeah.
research.
To be fair, when you Google me, that's the first thing that comes up.
No, it wasn't even that. I just
No,
scrolled through your
yeah.
Instagram and saw it there. I was
Oh
like,
shit,
right,
yeah.
cool,
I haven't got that many pictures on Instagram. Don't like pictures. I don't like influencers and that sort of shit. I hate that. Find that really cringe.
We can't call you an influencer, can we?
No, I'm not a fucking influencer. That's what I say. But why do you say you can't call me one?
Because you have absolutely said it before on your TikTok. Do not call me an influencer.
Yeah, I hate it. Mate, it's so fucking embarrassing.
that's it. Because the majority of the influencers are 20 odd.
Chills.
Yeah, like no personality, no nothing going on.
Hi
whereas,
guys, I've just got this real great
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
sent to me by.
it's a Ninja air fryer.
We never got sponsored for that episode either.
Do you know what, dude? What influence do you boys have? Let's see. Okay, admittedly, I am in that scene. Admittedly, I'm in there with them. I go out. I have been out with them, etc. And overall, I just don't like the idea of it. I'd rather just stick with the real fellas who are very real. Feel like it's very fake. You can definitely get your head very quickly as well.
Yeah,
I've been out with ones, and again, I'll tell you off camera who they are, on pretty big TV shows, etc. And people come up to me and ask for photos, and I've literally heard them turn around to my followers and go, "It's funny how you know him and not me."
Oh,
And how crazy is it to actually say that? How unself-aware are you? Or even, I remember being in a nightclub one time and somebody literally saying, "Do you not know me?" Oh, fuck. I need to get away from this scene if this is what these people are like. How fragile is the ego? How fixated it is on views, clout. It's wild. It's wild. Whereas,
no interest in it.
mate,
No interest.
how would you boys do your thing? If you like us, you like us. If you don't, you don't. End of story. If you don't know me, couldn't give a fuck. If you do know me, couldn't give a fuck. But thank you very much. Like, it doesn't bother me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it
this is
doesn't bother
what
me.
I this is what I was
I
saying.
really appreciate your support.
It's just we focus on what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have in the back of our mind we know we have a massive audience that listens.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we're just sat here doing our thing.
Yeah.
And if anyone listens, great, absolutely brilliant. But I have none of this. Oh my god, yeah. What the fuck?
Do you not know me?
No.
No,
I
yeah.
just if there's ever a day where I'm not humble, like I'll just give it up. I'll just pack it in, man.
Yeah.
Like,
we
I'm
got
just-
offered last year, like a couple of shows we went to. We got offered tickets, and I was like, "No, get your fucking tickets. We're buying them at the door, mate." Like,
Yeah.
we're scum. Like,
yeah, don't
Fuck
No,
fuck that. I would take the free tickets. Fuck you.
fuck- no.
Yeah, no, we're joking. We're joking.
like we'll support the people that support us.
Yeah, of course,
Always
of course.
like the shows we went
I
to.
get it,
They're
I
small.
get it.
They're small shows.
Yeah, okay, fair.
they could do with every penny they get. Like,
Yeah. Well, I love it. I do. Like, I got the signet ring from a brand and stuff. I do like the odd. Or if I do like it and they're going to
Oh, don't get it twisted. If you're gonna send me free shit, great.
yeah, we love a free bear.
Yeah,
love a free
but,
bear.
like, I'm not about it.
Yeah, no, it's cringe, mate. It's cringe. And those them just
The whole, pretty much the whole. I mean, like, this is total, just absolute fucking non-podcast talk now, off podcast talk. But like the main love we get shown is from our audience.
fact.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said to you, I was like, look, like we get sent like a disgusting amount of beer.
Yeah, of course.
Came
Oh,
in.
Jesus, I know.
There's a fucking look at the stack
If you
there in
could
the corner.
literally, for the podcast listeners, there's quite literally racks and
And you
crates of booze sitting there.
You slamp that fucking TV up, you
Yeah.
lazy cunt.
Do you want to hear a funny story about like big crates like that? I used to work in this pub, and there's a young lad in the pub. He was like 16, maddest person I've ever met in my life. Right, just completely ballistic. Anything that you could do wrong, he'd do it on purpose. So I'm driving up. I'm driving up to work, and he's obviously coming up to work. And I clock him on the road, and I roll down my window to be like, "Here, hop in. I'll drive you up the road. We'll head up together." And he's walking past this Chinese down by me, right? And the Chinese sell booze in the Chinese, you can buy, sit in, you can buy carry out, sit there, drink pruny. So the poor, I wish I could stand up, but obviously I'm beside the mic. So the poor wee lady is walking in with it was literally a massive, it was 24 pack of like Corona or some shit like that. She's got her in it and she obviously can't open the door. So she puts the booze down to go open the door to the Chinese so she can like wedge it in and lift it. And I see him walk past as soon as she sets it down. He lifts it and he's
No.
I just see him sprinting up the road with this 24 pack of this, and this poor wee Asian lady is like shouting, "No, yeah, get back!" And I've never seen this man run. He just seen her set it down for a second. He went, "Fuck her!" And I'm taking that, bang, and he's up the road, mate. He's sprinting, and he can barely carry it, and fucking shit's dropping out now. He's just running the wet road. And I went back to his house after work, and he's just necking the.
Fucking hell.
Oh man, hilarious! Like the pub stories. Pubs are probably the funniest places to work.
I always think you'll hear the funniest stories in a pub.
Yeah,
always.
100%.
Always.
Do you want to hear a mad fact? Been sacked from every job I've ever had, apart from law jobs. Fired, everyone.
Please recant us these tales.
B&M bargains. First job.
Mind.
First job. I got my sister a job there, and the manager was cheeky to my sister, and I called her, like, made a distasteful comment at her weight or whatever. We both got sacked. Me and my sister. Yeah. So she was cheeky to my sister. Then went from there, got a job in a coal yard, held that one for like a year, and then just shoveling coal, carrying bags of gas or bottles of gas and shit. And then the coal yard used to have a spar attached to it, right? So it was a coal yard and a spar. So if you go into the spar, you can buy your shit. You go out the back, there's a mechanic's coal yard, you can buy back. This guy, any way to get money, he was like, yeah, fuck a coal yard beside a spar. Do you used to have spars? You used to have spars in England.
Yeah,
didn't you?
yeah. Spars.
Yeah, so-
Yeah, we don't have coal yards anymore.
No.
They all got shut down.
It was weird, yeah. So just doing that, and then I went to sit in the stock room on my break one day in the spar, because it was obviously connected, and I was friends with all the boys. It's still the same company. And I opened up all the toilet rolls. And do you know that dream you have of like making a throne out of toilet roll?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So I was sitting there covered in coal, sitting on this massive throne that I spent a good 20 minutes building. I had like black coal all over the toilet roll and shit. Manager walked in to sack me on the spot. She told me to get out, and I was like, I'll leave in a minute, because I was too comfy in the throne. Like, get out! And my friends all were laughing. Got sacked from that. Worked in the Titanic building.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
My
I'm
great
gonna go there.
granddad, yeah, the museum. I got sacked from there, mate. So I'd bring you, but I don't think the employers would like me returning. But my granddad helped work on the Titanic itself, and then I got a job in the pub in the Titanic and got sacked. So that shows the legacy of my family there.
Fucking up shit. Fucking real shit.
Mate, there's so much staff there that I used to drive home and come back. And then they cocked on that I was driving away mid-shift. Yeah. Sacked me, got a job in a pub called, yeah, it was bad. I got another job in a pub called Lavery's, and then was doing the same thing, driving off mid-shift. I didn't learn my lesson the first time, got sacked for the exact same reason. There's a story of me eating the Chinese while I was meant to be working, and my boss seen the story on somebody else's Insta and called me. He was like, where are you? And it's like, yeah, bottom floor. And he's like, you're not, you're eating the Chinese at a house party right now. Shit. Sacked. And then I got one last job in a pub where the young man was stealing the pronies down the road. And I just left because I didn't tell them I was meant to be on Game of Thrones doing the TV show. Yeah. So I was on that, and then didn't tell them and just didn't show up to my shifts because I was working on Game of Thrones for like 2 weeks. So they sacked me.
You were on Game of Thrones?
As an extra. Yeah, extra on Blood Moon. The worst thing about this story is Blood Moon was meant to be the prequel, which was cancelled, and I got a line on it.
Oh,
so
no.
I can't prove that I had it. Everyone's like, yeah, Connell, you got a line on it. I've got photos of me on set and stuff, so it is. I've got proof, but yeah. That's my career history. Clearly very sackable.
Just getting fucking
Wow.
sacked.
Well, not in law jobs. Law jobs have held them up quite well.
Well, I'd say that takes a while to get to where you are.
Just, you need to get sacked 6 times to become really good at law. That's
It's
apparently
like
the
a
rule.
5 stars on GTA.
Yeah, literally, mate. Fuck, and then you get the cheat where it just all deletes and you.
That's left, right,
Yeah, that's
up,
it.
down, up, down,
Yeah.
star.
That's literally my career.
The cheat
Summed
code.
up. Cheat code.
Oh, man. Right. I think we're fit to boogie.
Yeah.
We're
Before
going
we go, Colin, can we have an inspirational quote of the day?
Let me see if I've got a good one. If you're gonna cheat on your girlfriend, cheat on her with somebody of the same hair color. That way, if she finds a hair, she'll never know. And that's a wrap, baby. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for having me, boys. I appreciate it greatly. All right.
Shout out to the sponsor of this podcast, the Auto Mover. If you need any vehicles, 2 wheels, 4 wheels, whatever wheels, moving around the country, he's professional, reliable, and insured. He's your man at the Auto Mover on Instagram.
Link in bio, link on the Instagram, link everywhere you can find our fucking episodes.
Yeah, rate us 5 stars on Spotify. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We are the boys. I think that's it.
No, follow us on fucking YouTube, all right?
yeah.
I want a plaque.
And follow us on TikTok for subpar content.
Always killing that shit.
I've been Reg.
I've been Marlon.
I've been Connell.
We'll catch you on the next one, everyone.
Take
Right.
it easy.
Cheerio.